All right, guys, we're live. No intro music today. We are just getting right down to it. I got Jack Settleman. I got Peter Jennings. People are mad. People are happy. People are excited. We got cool cats. Did either of you cop any of these cats?
I got a pack. I got a pack after it said I failed, but it came through. So,
Peter, did you get any?
No, I got the tilt every which direction. Didn't get in this morning, bricked. Got the same thing that everyone had the processing, got the dapper, got the failed. And then I'd say 70% of the people I was talking to that were trying to get a pack, then were like, oh, I refreshed my account, I got one. And I refreshed my account and I saw that I sold a Derek Jones moment. So.
Hey, I got to ask you, Peter, because about this second wave, it was, you can do max one transaction at a time, but you could do up to 3 devices. Did you consider asking Ashley to try to refresh on a device?
No, but you make a really good point. Ashley's pretty upset, but maybe if I get her own Top Shot account, I mean, is multi-accounting legit? I mean, is this a one Top Shot account per household thing, or what's
the best thing is knowing Ashley, she would probably go on the market and try to undercut, all of your buys and sells.
Yeah, I mean, the one time I let her, I bought her in. I was playing poker, and she was mad. She's like, "I gotta go. Like, we need to get out of here." I'm like, "I'll buy you in. This is fun." I bought her in. She went all in on the first hand. Like literally, like the guy clearly had the nuts. The guy's a full house. She has Jack high. Like we're out of here. So yeah, your read's pretty sharp, Pete.
Jack, you ended up getting 1 pack. What do you think? Do you want, should I start? I'm the asshole that ended up with 4 total packs. So you guys can all hate me. What I thought, I don't know if this helped me, but in the first run this afternoon or whenever it was, it seems like ages ago, I went for 3 instead of 5. And it seemed like a lot of people went for 5. And I don't know if that helped me or not.
I went for 5 and 1 on 2 different devices. That's always been a Top Shot thing. You can use multiple devices, so I kind of knew that. I went for 5 and 1 this morning. I didn't get either, and then obviously just the 1 tonight. So I think you just got good Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you need to open these, dude. The
market's popping.
It's actually dropping a little bit right now. My friend Jay got 5 packs for $70, obviously. And he sold the 5 cool cats that he got from those packs for $1,500.
Jeez, I might need to open mine.
Yeah, let's get this rolling and then we can start.
I really think you need to. I think selling them's pretty sharp right now.
I know. If I'm only, I could trade and then just be 1 away for the set, but yeah, it's tough to pass it up. All right, let's get to this. We get 5 this time instead of 3. We got a Marcus Smart layup. I assume the cool cat comes last. Look at how jaded I am now. I'm just clicking off of it. We get a John Collins, who is one of the cool cats, but this is part of the base set.
I think it'll have the blue under it. That's normally what they do, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
If you hover over it, it's gray or blue.
Scott told me to open my packs. You guys wouldn't be getting a stream right now if I would have opened my packs. So I am sacrificing EV to bring a Top Shot stream to the people. Now we got a Nerlens Noel block.
It's so worthless.
Hey,
now give it to someone. Oh, you just get Booker off the bat.
Ooh, that's the best one, right?
Yeah, but that number, it's still, you got a plus EV pack, but 45-60.
All right, so we got the Booker cool cat. Let's round this out. Spencer Dinwiddie.
He's
interesting. Cosmic today.
He's interesting though because he's a huge crypto guy.
Yeah, Jack, what do you think? I bought Dinwiddie's jersey number Cosmic today.
I'm a huge fan. I think that's a very smart. I think you could pull the same method we pull. You could sell that back to him because he's obsessed with this tokenized world. So I think it's an interesting move.
I'm a big fan of his.
Jack,
he could come back from the partially torn ACL and Nets win a championship too. There's a little equity in that.
Yeah.
Jack, I'll do one more, and then if you want to share your screen, we could open yours.
All right, cool.
Here we go. Pack 2 of 4. We got a Booker. Let's keep it rolling. 2170, another Booker.
Yeah, you got to get that for sale. I would just get that for sale now.
All right, Pete. Pete's my business manager here. This is what happens with a lot of
Jennings, last night Pete was telling me that he looks straight to the cereal because he doesn't know what player to look for with the team logo. Like we opened a Pelicans and I was like, oh, he might have gotten Zion, and he's like, oh, 2386 cereal. I'm like, Jesus.
All right, so we got Markelle Fultz. So Pete, you don't think I should go for completing the series?
No.
All right, I trust you. You're far better at business than I am. Lord knows that.
Trust me, Jack knows way more than I do, but my sense is the Cool Cats is not the coolest thing that's going on.
I'll give my 2 cents there. I thought the same thing was going to happen with the market ticking up about the run it back, and then there were only like 200 Ray Allen ones, and every challenge I've done, I've been surprised at how low mint it ended up being, but this obviously is the peak, so we'll see.
So, Pete, you don't think that Luka is going to ultimately be that valuable?
No, I think it will be, but I think if you're going to try to chase them all down, like you have 2 Devin Bookers, and maybe Jay should have done it, but you're already seeing it. I thought it was so sharp to sell Cool Cats earlier when there was only so many packs drop, and now there's way more supply in the marketplace, and you're just seeing the prices drop right now.
Yeah. All right, Jack, let's mix it up. Let's see what Jack can pull. See if anyone can pull something other than a Booker.
Let's see.
But yeah, my thought was that it wouldn't be too hard to do some trades, Pete, and then get close to the completed set.
It'd be fun to complete the challenge, and maybe I'm way wrong. Look at my little card shop I have here.
See, you're sitting on the fun
This one is the really fun one. I'm not gonna.
That's dope.
Yeah. So
what's the rainy day you're saving that one for?
They're gonna start making it so you could just sell packs, and you've seen in sports cards just holding the wax of a Michael Jordan box. This value, I could pull a LeBron, it could be worth 13K, or I could pull Goran Dragic. So maybe I just sell for the middle. I don't know what's in these season tip-off ones, to be honest. But I have 10 of those. And then these I'll probably do at some point, but let's do the Cool Cats.
Let's see what you got.
See what we can get. But the Booker's the best one. Is that what I should be looking for anyway?
Yeah, I think Rui's got some potential too. I think that's number 2 right now. But
all right, 6161. That's cool, Syria. Against my Knicks.
In my Discord today, which if anyone wants to talk Top Shot, a pretty good non-toxic Discord, links down below. But my guy Clay, who's in the chat here, getting way into the numerology, telling some real stories with these numbers. It's been fun.
Jalen. Rui.
Okay, Rui.
I thought that was a Raptors logo for a sec. But that's not the Cool Cats one, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. All right. I'm a big fan of Rui. And after I finish this, I'll give my 2 cents on – oh, this is a good cereal. Alec Burks. Interesting. Okay. And Vucevic. So one of the really – I'll stop sharing my screen. But one of the really interesting things, the Rui Cosmic, one of them sold, the floor kind of lifted today. But as we talk about an international market, Rui is that's why I bought a ton of his regular sports cards. He could be a serious buy for the Japanese market as the first Japanese born player. So I think that one's interesting.
And collectibles are big in Japan with Pokemon and stuff like that, right?
Exactly.
Have you guys seen the stuff if you look on who Top Shot is following on Twitter and this stuff about potentially having a big Euro marketing campaign behind Bogdan? Have you heard about that?
So they're working with him the same way they're working with Hero. Yeah. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah. So he seems so low appeal to me, but I did see some people buying up his stuff today.
Yeah. All right, let's keep these rolling, and then I'll have my financial advisor Pete let me know what I need.
I'm excited to learn from Jack. I had more conviction to sell earlier, but I'm just seeing that Booker there weren't that many, and now there's so many out there, and there's an ask for 230 for a number.
Well, so I think a good question is how many people do we think ultimately will end up completing the challenge, and how many Lukas, and then how valuable is a shot at a top 100 Luka, like within that subset.
Right. That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
That's really the EV calculation.
Right. Because I out of all my challenges, I keep getting, not great cereals. Like I haven't gotten a top 10 or anything. So that didn't even really come to mind. Let's see. So Booker's 200, Derek Jones Jr. is 150, Tobias 100, Rui 100, and Collins 119. I think we'll see shifts in that because I would say I'd rather have Rui. Well, I guess he's second year now. I'm thinking of Rui as a rookie.
That's a sick Oubre moment.
Yeah.
Very.
I think the moments will end up being worth a lot more now. Like, I don't feel like the moment matters as much as it should right now.
Oh, nice. Got the John Collins cool cat here.
That's a sick dunk also.
Middling mint number, but is Collins going for the second most right now in the cool cat market?
Yeah. No, Derek Jones Jr. is.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense to me, but
it doesn't make sense to me either.
And it's a block. It's not even like a dunk.
All right. We'll keep this rolling here. 2105, a Pascal Siakam.
All right.
And what are we rounding this out with? Brogdon.
My dad's favorite player.
Really? Why is he his favorite?
Big university. He's a UVA grad, so is my grandfather. He's obsessive about University of Virginia players. Now watches the Pacers and the Hawks.
That's tough.
DeAndre Hunter and Brogdon are his guys.
So how many cool cats have they given out packs? Have they done 16K?
Did they?
It was 8 this time. What was it this morning?
Oh, I guess. Did they do? Yeah, maybe they did 8K. So you've kind of seen 2/3 of the market already, and they're holding. Okay. It is crazy. Like, I guess that's what's tilting people is if you do get a pack, it's almost like a 10X automatically. Like it's not even like buying a lottery ticket like you normally would opening packs. Like you automatically profit at this point. Yeah. Right. So I guess that's what people get upset about.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do a lottery at some point here too. That's feedback that I've given. And I think for these packs, it should be more of a lottery system personally, but
yep. It looks like you got definitely spot on. It looks like the prices are dropping. Collins down to 99, which to me, if the prices are dropping, I think it probably makes sense to complete the set. Like there's probably more upside in banking.
They might like significantly drop here in a little bit. I mean, it was crazy. If you were looking at the cool cat stuff in the market earlier, like Bookers were selling for like 600, 700. I mean,
wow.
I don't know.
I think I would say overall, I don't mind, tough analysis. Outside of my cool cats, the polls haven't been too good.
I think that's fair to say.
I saw Kitchen. He had like a Young and
he had the
now I get the Trae Young as I say that.
Who pulls the good cereals? That's what I want to know. like who gets the number one pull?
Jack, I had this question earlier, and I'm starting to look around. What would you rather have for a series? Would you rather have the last number? So like there's 49 cosmics. Would you rather have the number 49 or the number 2?
2 for me.
For you?
Yeah.
Would you rather have the jersey number or the number 1?
That we were talking about last night. It's player dependent. So for someone like I use the comparison of like RJ Barrett, who's one of the better young players on the Knicks, but no one cares that he wears number 9. So I'd rather have 1. But when we bought the LeBron dunk with 23, it's like an iconic number. It's tied to LeBron's jersey, like also tied to MJ to a degree. Other players like CP3, that would be a big jersey number for me. KD's is interesting because he's switched numbers. But like I know LeBron has 2, but he's known as 23, especially in those moments. So I think it like once you go down a tier, I would go number 1. But
And that same cosmic question, the 49, at what point would you rather have the 49 than like, so you'd rather have the number 2? What about number 3 versus 49 or 4 or 5? Like where would you rather have the number 49 relative to those low numbers?
It's a personal thing. I don't find 49 to be that crazy to me. But I do find like top 10s to be like special. Like when I bought the Kawhi Cosmic number 7, I was like, this is the craziest steal I've ever gotten because I bought it a couple weeks ago. Yeah. So those single digits are, I think, cool. 49, I guess because it's like 49. It's set dependent, right? Like for a different one, it's 59, and a different one, it's 150. So the last serial, I guess, isn't consistent across the board.
So I think looking at the market prices right now, I could flip 2 of my bookers and probably cover my costs for completing the series. Because then I'd have a Booker, Collins, and close to $380 at the floor. Then I could buy Rui, Derek Jones, and Tobias for just about that. Like I could pretty much.
You have to have a couple other things to complete the challenge, right?
Have all those, brother.
You got all those?
Yeah.
Okay. You already have all those. That's another part of the equity, right? Like if you already have everything, then you should probably complete the challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Go ahead.
And if you also wait till the last 8,000 or drop, you probably then won't even have to spend extra. It'll probably be enough.
So the GTO move is to flip 2 of the bookers now, sit on it until the other prices get suppressed, and then finish it out.
You got 3 bookers?
3 bookers.
Yeah, flip 2 of them, and I think, and then wait for the other stuff to drop, and then buy them, and then complete it.
All right, this is where we'll do this on stream, because this is helpful for people who. I think sometimes we're still making assumptions that people know their way around the site, and not necessarily the case. So let's talk this through about how to put. Now I probably want to keep my 436 booker.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep my Collins. So I have a 2170 and a 4560. Let's get this 4560 up. And are we still dealing with the lowest ask bug on the site?
I don't know, actually.
I thought that was with like maintenance and shit. Well, I guess, look, it says 185 at the top of your browser, but on my screen. Oh, wow. Booker's back up to 185. It was at 120 4 minutes ago.
All right, financial advisors, how much should I list this for?
I mean, I would just list it 180. Yeah, and get it.
Get it?
Yeah.
Just get it sold, yeah.
Because your serial is very far. Your serial is really far from the lowest ask.
Yeah. So, okay, one real quick back to the last number. What, like on a common, let's say it's a 5,000 moment series.
Yeah.
Would you rather have number 5,000 or all the single digits are ahead still, or?
No, see that one, because there's so many of them, I think it's a bigger, right? You have less chance to get that one, whereas when there's only 59 of them or 49 of them. So if it was 5,000, I'd take that over. I'd take that probably up until the top 100, honestly. I think in the top 100 is solid, though.
Interesting.
And then should I sell this 2170 for a little more?
I haven't sold enough to know, but it's like if you price it anywhere outside of the lowest ask, like are people going to care that much? If they're just at least for me, when I was just going for the challenges of players I didn't care about, like no offense to the guy we were discussing, Barbosa, like I just bought the absolute lowest serial from him because I just went for the challenge. So I don't know how that would work. Plus, the lowest ask right here of 185 is a better serial than you have anyway. So
yeah,
list it again for 182 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
How quick does this stuff sell? Like, will your stuff have sold in the next 2 minutes?
That's what we're going to find out. All right. So I'm going to list these at 185 and 184.
Yeah. So like someone just killed the market again. Some people in the chat are saying it's down to 115 on Booker. So
the hope is those get picked off quickly, and then I end up being that top of the sell wall or whatever.
Yep.
I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to freaking kill them. I sense that there's going to be some cooler stuff down the road, and
well, I think I can kind of have my cake and eat it too, right? Where I'm selling the higher price right now at a good time, and then I can still complete the challenge for cheap in a little while. This sale is still going through. We can keep an eye on my log. I did have one of my, see, I've been selling more of these moments. Some of my first sales, I had a Kevin Durant, sell for 99, 80, 18 minutes ago. And I had my LeBron, a really low serial, 71.82, sell for 200 earlier today.
Crazy.
I mean, LeBron, Jack knows you want LeBron moments.
Yeah, but I want the LeBron moments that you guys have, not common series 2, number 7182649939.
I'm with you.
That's fair.
Pete, you want to talk about? I mean, it's all on the blockchain. You want to talk about your new purchase?
I didn't purchase anything. No.
Okay.
I purchased Dinwiddie and Chris Paul Cosmics.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I will be curious how quickly these. Does anyone know? Because everyone now is frothing at the mouth. They want to get their hands on packs, even base. I mean, it would seem smart for them to toss the people who missed out a bone and just get some packs out there right now.
Yeah,
I think the packs are causing problems or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully this stuff gets sorted out here soon. I mean, I know everyone's complaining on Twitter about, including me, the site crashing is not ideal, but it is just like they went through just a crazy growth spurt. I mean,
what are your thoughts on this? Because they're obviously taking a lot of heat. As far as, they were clear about being a beta, being stress testing tonight. People still, their user experience was not reflective of how they marketed what was happening. Do you think that they misstepped? Do you think they should be slowing things down and getting it right, or that would kill their momentum?
It's a great question. I mean, there's pros and cons to both approaches. I mean, yeah, the easy answer is get the site so that they can run. But I mean, I'm not technical enough to know what the issue is, and it sounds to me like it's something with like the original architecture. But yeah, it's a bad. I mean, the other bad user experience is coming on and not being able to buy packs, right? Which is pretty rough too. So I don't know. It's a good problem to have, but certainly there's a lot of people who are having really bad, first experiences on the platform. What do you think, Jack?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing for me is like everyone who's complaining, if a cool cat pack ended up in their little wallet, they were pretty excited. So it doesn't seem to be the one group of people I've seen upset that I sympathize with are the people who put money in, then they can't buy anything. And then because of the KYC, like we haven't even gotten into KYC yet. That's the real issue is people can't withdraw money really yet, unless you've been verified and they're super backed up on that. That's the real issue to me. This is like, if no one's getting the packs, right, the site's crashing, or like only 170 packs are released in, that 7:00 drop. That's all stuff they're going to figure out with engineering. With the not being able to get your money back, that's tough. I don't know. I wasn't buying packs at the beginning. I went straight to the marketplace. So for everyone to be so obsessed with the packs, it kind of just surprised me, honestly. But yeah, I get it now.
Yeah, I think that's what's ultimately going to be fun about this is you can have high rollers like yourselves who come in and really put your money on these specific moments you think are going to be really good long-term buys. And then people that don't have, $50,000 laying around can come in, buy packs. They can maybe bink a top 100 serial rookie. And like, it's that excitement. It's that the thing behind the mystery door that is going to keep this fun for everybody.
But in that same vein, like, what's the most expensive moment you can pull from a cool cat pack or base pack right now? Like, it's not like no one's getting a chance at like a legendary pack. Like we did the deck the hoops. That was like a disaster because if you got 5 of those or 10 of those when they were available, like you literally could have just pulled $100,000 worth of stuff for $1,000, and like only a few people were ending up with them. This, it's like, I guess, like what even is you pull a LeBron base set series number 1 and it's like $1,000 or a few $1,000. It just doesn't, with base stuff. I don't get, I guess, why people are so upset. But like I said, the second you win a pack, it's like you kind of 10x your money. So I do understand it. I just like the flipping part of it. Like I said, like I'm buying something from the marketplace and I'm trying to flip it and see what I can do with it instead of like playing the lotto, I guess.
Yeah. Real quick on the withdrawal stuff. So I've done some diligence on that and trying to tell the team and giving feedback that that's a real problem. And it's more understandable after kind of just hearing what's going on. A big part of it is that so much of the depositing right now on the platform is via credit card, and chargebacks are a real issue, which I worked on firsthand in the DFS industry. You'd be amazed at how many people try to deposit a bunch of money and then lose it and then try to charge it back. Wow. So there needs to be a process there. Ultimately, these DFS sites, to combat that, ended up refunding credit card deposits first within 60 days. So that's an interesting tactic. And then, the KYC stuff's really big too, because they have money laundering issues, and there's a lot of stuff that they need to absolutely have in place. And they have that challenge. They have the architecture challenge. I mean, they have all these things from just like the crazy straight up hockey stick growth that they've seen in the last week or two. So, but I agree, these are all really big pain points. I'm not trying to make excuses, but they have a lot of stuff to tackle in the short term for sure.
Yeah.
I wish more people were to my view is if you do your KYC stuff and you deposit it with crypto, you should get paid out like right away. And they should have a full-time team, because that's a really important thing, like being able to withdraw.
And that's the other, and it's not even the withdraw now. The KYC stuff has actually been a huge issue. I was in a holding pattern where it failed, and then you have to get a hold of them. I know I was talking to Osimo earlier today. He's still hung up in verification. I've heard lots of stuff, because if you don't do it right, like if you try to do the photo on your webcam instead of on your phone, they need more of an FAQ guide around this stuff, because people are getting really frustrated when there's pain points at almost every step of the way. It's like one thing if it's just this or it's siloed, but they're compounding for people. And I think that's extremely frustrating.
It feels like with the success they're having, it would be like, go hire everyone, right? Like that was my process. Like, go get engineers, like make sure the shit keeps going. But I guess it's just not that easy for them.
Think about the actual process of hiring people, and especially if you're bringing on someone brand new and they're going to start handling all the payments and withdrawals. Like, it's a really good problem to have, but there's significant challenges, and they keep there's more and more problems. Like, that's going to have a long-term consequence. So
yeah. I mean, do you guys actually think if Top Shot was just like, okay, we are in over our heads, we need to do a little timeout, a little 2-week, get some developers in here, do some beta testing behind the public eye? Do you think that's a disaster for their business if they were to do that?
I would never do that right now. They have too much momentum.
I don't even think it's about killing momentum. It's just like, what is that? Yeah, I guess it is about the momentum. I agree. I would not do that. I'd rather there be something than nothing, because then at least for people who have stuff on the platform, it would feel like your stuff, it would actually feel like everything went to zero, because when the market reopens, you don't know if there even will be a market for it.
But don't you think there's a tipping point where a lot of what companies are doing with their clients is you are building trust? And if they keep eroding away at that trust over and over with this stuff, even with it being labeled a bait and stuff, people's connotation of this site is, I can't trust them. I don't feel comfortable. And so I'm just wondering, at what point of the kind of missteps is it actually hurting their bottom line in the long run?
Yeah, it's a really tough challenge. The one thing I think they're doing a decent job, I think they could even do better. I think Discord, if you're in the Discord, they're doing a pretty good job, but just really over communicate. I like that they're taking some accountability. But yeah, the communication needs to be spot on. The withdrawal thing. And the one other thing that's so interesting in terms of a challenge, they have so much demand right now that the supply is not even close to what the demand is.
Yeah.
So they have they're thinking how do we release this stuff? If you're Top Shot right now, how are you allocating your resources? I'm certainly not envious of trying to tackle all these different challenges.
Yeah, and then you got moments from last night, and they're tweeting out should we Top Shot this? It's that feels like it's very low on the totem pole. But then you also have there's rookies from this year who don't even have moments yet. So it's it is they are super behind. But I don't see anyone leaving. That's really what I'm focused on. Is everyone's super pissed, which is fair. Everyone's upset. But I haven't at least seen anyone who's literally I'm never coming back and this is awful. They just want it to work.
Yeah. I keep refreshing Crypto Slam and just seeing the volume, 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days, number of buyers, everything. The numbers are just continuing to go straight up. So, and that's in the midst of like just utter disasters that they're having. I mean, the site's crashed a bunch, like marketplace is down, can't open packs, like.
Yeah. And I will give a shout out too, and I would be curious your guys' stuff. Like, as far as the official Top Shot Discord, the general channel is basically a toxic shit show at this point. Yeah. However, give credit where credit is due. Uzman, the community manager, Jacob in the announcement channel, they are doing a good job of giving people like non-bullshit information of this is what's going on. So other than hawking the announcements channel, do you guys have any other Top Shot Discord tips where you can actually get value from it?
Yeah, make friends with people who are like immersed in the community. And that's, I'm getting a lot of flack on Twitter. They're like, oh, you're pumping and dumping and all this stuff. And to be clear on that too, like I'm buying and selling moments and reinvesting right now, which we'll see how that works out. But I'm enjoying it. And this is not like I'm genuinely bullish on this for the long term. But what's made me really learn and just like what's been super fun is talking to people who've been in this for a long time and are genuinely passionate about it. And it's amazing how much, imagine being in this platform in like, September or something like that. I mean, and buying up moments. That's what a lot of these like OGs did. And like, it's come so far. And I think it's like the first inning.
Let me share my screen actually again. This will be funny because, I was intrigued. Let's see. What's Pranksy's Twitter name? Pranksy NFT. I want to see if I can not show all my DMs here. Let's see.
Just while you're looking to just kind of crystallize that point, there's a ton of people on Discord and in this community that are genuinely passionate about what's going on and are eager to help you for nothing. Like, I mean, obviously, if you're part of the network and you have a lot of moments, you have incentive for the network to continue to grow and thrive. But, that's the incentive. But like, I think there's an eagerness to help people because they're so passionate about it.
I was using this example today, like Pranksy's, right? So I had DMs with him back from August. Like it wasn't as popular, but imagine being able to DM with the top real estate agent in all of New York. Like he would not give you the time of day. She would not give you the time of day. Like these people are so passionate about NFTs. So I just find this conversation funny. Like I was just trying to get some advice. But you can see like a couple of cards have sold for $5K. Like those were that was the top sale in August was $5K.
Yeah.
Few for $1 to $2K. He said buyer's market right now. If it was low, I'd wait for the next pack that launched with lots of low serials if I wanted to invest long term. And then to the Discord, because I think the Discord has been super helpful for everyone. Yeah. But it's just funny, like, what if I had gone in August and actually made these investments that I ended up making 4 months later, right?
Yeah, I was getting blown up about this on Twitter like months ago, and I didn't move forward. And like, Bale's got an email, I think, in like August or September, like, hey, I think you'd really like this. Like, you should check it out. And he's like, well, that was one of the worst emails not to like respond to and like take seriously, like it's just, it's interesting. And there's a big first mover advantage. And listen, like I said before, this is still extremely speculative. It's one of the riskiest things that I think I've done, but man, the upside is massive. If you just look at the collectible space, I truly believe we're in like the very first inning.
Yeah. Let's talk about that because I'll give you a great example today. I always talk about my generation being used to the gamification of this stuff. So my best friend called me. He loves FIFA. He builds all the teams. He does all the challenges. He said today, PlayStation released 250K packs, $20 a pop. They sold out in 3 minutes, $5 million FIFA in 3 minutes. And what I said to him was, okay, and when FIFA 22 comes out, what's going to happen? Those are literally worthless. And you could actually have a scenario where NBA, Dapper Labs, NBA Top Shot, and 2K team up, and the LeBron Cosmic is a 99 overall, and he's on your team and your ultimate team or your 2K My Team. It could be like, the next tier of LeBron could be a 94. Like, there's so much utility to this stuff, and these kids they're already opening hundreds and thousands of dollars a pack each year per game, and then all that plummets to zero. And there's a chance that these actually retain value for a very long time. That's why I'm bullish long-term, is the utility.
And you know what? I'm like on the other side, because you guys have far better, business and investment things. And one thing I just personally want to be careful about is, does that help me, give me a little more confidence when I'm putting, money on here, knowing that you guys see a good long-term potential investment? Yes. But honestly, the way I think of it, I'm at a fucking arcade putting quarters in and having a blast. That's honestly where I'm at. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm having fun. It has captured my imagination. I like making videos about it. But like, I am not thinking I am getting rich off of this. And I just want to make it very clear to people about this, because part of what's driving this interest is this, like, I can get rich quick thing. And I just want to make it clear, there are people like you guys who can do that very sharply. I don't necessarily think I'm one of them. I'm just having fun. And I just want to make sure that is clear.
And that's the thing. Every single person I've talked to is having so much fun with it, no matter what the result is. Like, obviously, the card market's funny because they collect for the love of the hobby, and it's collect what you love. And like, that's bullshit. Like, you don't pay 20 grand for a LeBron card because you love that card and you love the hobby. Like, if that tanked to 0, you would not be obsessed with the card at the same level, right? So I do think there's some transparency here where, like, people are in this to make money. And they've kind of taken it more to a Robin Hood model, where it's like you can day trade these players. And once the market kind of settles, we're going to see more of that. So I think, like, let's not act like people aren't here to make money. But then I do think people are having a lot of fun. It's connected them with a ton of new people. You're opening packs. You get to play that lotto style. You get to prove how you can predict in the market and trade and think about strategic things. So I think there's multiple ways to have fun in this market.
For sure.
The NBA, let's talk about the NBA, because that's one thing I realized too. From what I understand, I don't know, I can't confirm that this is true, but from reading what Ravel wrote and just kind of looking around, it seems that the NBA license that Top Shot has, they're paying them rev share in perpetuity. Correct. Which to me is a really smart alignment. And like, there's a bunch of investors in this that are really smart. Fred Wilson's one of the sharpest guys I know. He was an early investor in this. You have a bunch of NBA players already involved, from Tyler Hero to Spencer Dinwiddie to Andre Iguodala. Like, the alignment of this makes a ton of sense. And I just think collectibles make way more sense on the blockchain. And I think what you talked about, Jack, with how, the younger generation, there's already a blurred line between digital and real life. Like, the older generation wants everything to be like real and tangible, and they're not as excited about the digital stuff. But like, I'm getting more and more excited by digital things. Like, younger generation, they're all in on the digital stuff.
Everyone said this is a bubble. It's going to pop. Fortnite's doing $36 million in revenue a month off of what? You cannot do anything with the skins that their players are using. And now you're saying there's going to be actual utility to this. You're going to be able to trade and sell, and like, it carries over from year to year. It's just crazy. Oh, you got a sale?
Bang, bang. Sale. Both of them just went. Yeah. Because I spent, they were down there low. And then, so what is your read there? Because it seemed like there was some like $40, $50 lower, and then these go snap here 13 minutes ago. What would you view that as an aberration, as a mini flux, or a trend?
I mean, you've got Tobias right now. Lowest asked for 50, and the Bookers are 125.
Maybe stack a couple of the guys you need now, and then wait till tomorrow, and just, like, hedge your bets a little bit. See if you can get a good deal now, and then.
Who's cheap here of these three? Did you say, Jack?
Tobias.
And especially because they still haven't released all the packs for this, right? Like, they're gonna. I don't know when that's gonna happen again, but. Or do you need to complete the challenge with the 9? I just saw a logo. Do you need to complete the challenge at a certain time?
You always have to complete it at a certain time, but it's not going to be until all the packs are released.
I thought I just saw something like 9 hours.
It could be days.
So we're going to grab this Harris for 50.
Yeah, I think that's sharp.
And then what do you think on we got the Tobias. You think Wade on the Rui and the Derek?
I like Rui. I don't understand why Derek's so expensive.
Yeah, that makes no sense. It could be. All right, so you pulled multiple Bookers, right? And then I had a guy DMing me on Twitter actually who said he pulled multiple Tobias. So what people don't know, which would have been 10 times funnier now that everyone's freaking out, there was a drop, I forget which drop it was, where all you could pull was duplicates. Like I swear to God, if you had 10 packs, like you pulled the same rare player in every single one. I would assume they had fixed that randomization, but there is that potential that maybe there's not that many Derek Jones Juniors out there right now. Just food for thought with, 8,000 packs still out there.
Yeah, and by the way, that Tobias Harris didn't go through, and now you'll notice it already jumped back up to 95. So I think it was a good attempt, but probably now sit on it?
Yeah.
My sense is these are still going to go down just a little bit.
Yeah. It makes sense.
From now, like these asks are way lower than it were before. Like, so I hope I'm not blown up. It's all in the blockchain anyways. So for Jay, so Jay bought those 5 packs. He sold one Devin Booker moment for 281. He sold the Collins for 207, another Devin Booker for 349, the Rui for 240, and the Tobias for 225.
Was that this afternoon after the first wave?
Yeah, but he was one of the only people who got. He got 5 packs.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I had a conviction that was clearly the time to get rid of those, but like now I think it's a pretty close spot.
Yeah.
That's why I like the idea of getting if one of these guys is clearly cheaper, then you can kind of like hedge your bets. If they go up tomorrow, you don't feel bad, but if they go down, you don't feel bad either.
Because you basically have 2 opposing market factors, right? You have more people now as more released that are eligible to complete the challenge going after it, but you also have an influx of more of those cards in the market driving it down. So it's just which of those pressures is stronger, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the chat, I don't know if you're checking your chat, but Derek Jones Jr. moment is blocking LeBron. So there's some speculation that's what's kind of holding the price up, which is interesting.
Dang, bro. Thanks.
No, but I did see something in the chat that asked, did I get into any of the Panini blockchain collectibles? And I didn't. Same thing kind of happened with Top Shot at the beginning. Like I was super interested in crypto, Bitcoin, and cards, so it made a lot of sense. But I just didn't I didn't know where to look. There was no information on it. Like it wasn't clear if anyone was buying them. So I think there was a little confirmation bias here when like other people are doing it, that like it's going to hold value. That's what a market essentially is.
Right. Yeah. Andrew says, did CSU tell Peter to wait to open these until tonight? Peter did not force me to do anything. I chose to do this tonight so we could do a stream. And trust me, I am always willing to lose $100 or so in equity to provide a fun, entertaining stream to the people. So you guys,
I didn't say to wait. I just said, let's open these packs, bro, or something like that.
Of course, and I was immediately down. I mean, I'm here to have fun, not milk the teat of the marketplace.
What's my boy Zach Levine up to on the night? Because he was playing.
You have Cosmic Levine?
No, I didn't. I'm trying to do a flipping challenge because I want to see like at what point. So I had $1,000 in my Dapper, so I bought a Zach Levine Gold LE, 150 of them for like $975. I already relisted it for $1,200. They played LaMelo tonight. He had 25, and then they play the Lakers and the Celtics, so I figured he'd get some good shine, and I raised the floor on it. So I'm trying to see like what the flipping strategy.
I had a Zach Levine Cosmic listed for $6,900 today, and I took it down because prices just went nuts.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
Mine hasn't sold yet, but
let me check in on the chat here. We got my guy Dave Kitchen, my Swolecast brother. He wants me to give a shout out to Britt Devine. I mean, this poor guy. I mean, he was the Robin Hood. He was stealing from Top Shot and then selling them to the poor for $75. Dave Kitchen buying Britt Devine's Cool Cats pack for $75 a pop. So yes, thank you, Britt Devine, for being the true hero this community needs.
There's not even a Cool Cat that's selling under 75. So it's still right. Like it's still value.
Yeah. And what do we got? Oh yeah, Josh. Pete, tell the people to smash the like button and we get to open a pack at 100 likes. How many likes are we at now? That doesn't seem ambitious enough to burn one of my packs, but let me see how many likes we're at.
I see 34.
34. All right, 150 and we open a pack. There's 225 people watching this. I ain't opening a pack for nothing less than 150. Let me know.
What packs you still have left, man, Pete?
Just some of the base ones. I'm not sitting on gold like fucking 24-year-old boy Wonderkin over here.
He is sitting on some premium packs.
I want to know who's sitting on Cosmic. Like, another thing that we haven't talked about is my excitement for auctions. Like, I think auctions are going to change everything. And then like when the Raz community, the breaking community really start coming out in numbers, like I would love to put up one of my moments. And are you guys familiar with Razes?
No.
So Raz is like, it's a gamble. So let's say I take whatever Kawhi Cosmic, we value it at 10K and 10 people pay $1,000 and someone.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. So
fractional investing too.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, fractional investing could be sick. I mean, imagine you like could own like LeBron's like most prime moment. He owns an ultimate moment and he puts half of it up for sale, right. And you can buy 1/100th of it or what? I don't know how it break down, but that would be. I think
it's like stake kings for cards, yeah. Right? Basically.
Yeah. Well, fractional investing's taken off. I mean, it's a big thing now in art and real estate. I mean, you can buy part of a farm in like Nebraska right now too, if you want, which is really interesting because that's a great hedge as an investor. And you used to only be able to get access to those things by buying obviously a full farm. So to me, same thing, like, let's say you're bullish on New York City real estate. Now you're saying, okay, the pandemic, really obviously impacted the city, but I want to bet on it coming back and being great again. There's $100 million apartment building and you could buy $1,000 worth of that building. Like, that's pretty cool to me. Like,
yeah,
so I'm really interested in all alternative assets, and I just think the world's changing rapidly, and Top Shot kind of plays into all this stuff. So,
yeah,
Brandon.
Yeah, I was gonna pull this up.
Yeah, pull that up because I'll admit I don't know the answer. I know you can't see what's in the pack, but I don't know how it's determined.
Blockchain newbie here. If the cards are predetermined in the pick when you buy them because they're already minted, couldn't someone theoretically see what is in that pack through the blockchain? I guess we're going to Pete here. Do you have any idea of how this works as far as blockchain technology that isn't revealed until the pack is opened?
Great question. I would think that some of these developers would be able to see that and see what's in these unopened packs, and I don't believe that that's the case. But I certainly don't have conviction on that answer, and it's a great question. And the nice thing about blockchain technology broadly is the transparency, and hopefully we'll get more transparency from NBA Top Shot because this is their own blockchain. And do you guys know much about Flow?
Yeah, that's the coolest part.
The lady from Progressive Insurance.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, let's talk about Flow because they were going to do it on the Ethereum blockchain, right? Or that was what CryptoKitties was on, but it couldn't handle it.
Yeah, and there are like OpenSea, which is another really cool NFT collectibles platform. I'm actually in a crypto fund where that's one of the main investments. There's some really cool stuff happening there. So just broadly, there seems like there's so much stuff happening in the space, and the Flow. I think that token is going to be available in somewhat soon. I think like the next week or two, maybe. I mean, it's pretty cool. CryptoKitties, NBA, Top Shot, UFC, Warner Music Group, Dr. Seuss. They have a bunch of really cool stuff. It's actually a video. You want to watch that?
Yeah.
Do you want me to share my screen? Or do you want to share your screen?
Share it with me because then I can make sure that the audio plays because there's a setting I have to click. If you want to send, you can text it to me.
I'll put it in our DM thread.
All right.
Yeah. It's actually really cool.
All right, let's see this. How long is this, Pete?
I don't know.
4 hours later.
I don't think it's gonna be that long.
Okay. All right. 1 sec here. Let me get this.
We can always kill it after a minute or something.
No, we are here. Oh, let me get this up. But I need to do it as a specific thing to get the StreamYard audio to work. Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go, guys. Everyone grab their popcorn. We're about to learn about Flow.
Pretty cool.
I kept waiting for the talking heads.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm still learning about it, but it seems like it's going to be like, in theory, I think you're ultimately going to be able to hold like your Top Shot moments on like a different blockchain. So it's not just centralized to Top Shot.
So that's the biggest debate right now is, okay, so with Bitcoin, right, you can store it in a hardware wallet. It's decentralized. The government can't take it from you. Like, no one can take it from you, all that stuff. This stuff are NFTs, which in theory, you're going to be able to hold the token off of the blockchain, or on the blockchain, but off of the platform. But on the flip side, if I lose my login or someone steals my thing, or if I send a moment the wrong way, there's a belief that right now Top Shot could alter that and fix it and save for that. So some people are just going to prefer that never is an option, and then they feel more secure, more protected. They don't have to transfer it off platform. Some people are going to want to own their stuff and have more utility and use cases there. So that's always, it's far down the road, but what Flow's doing is really cool, because I was talking to the Top Shot people. I was shocked. They said 90 to 95% of the people buying right now are completely just NBA fans, non-crypto. I thought the crypto community was way higher up because you can deposit with that stuff. So I just think that, I don't know, like this is very early days right now with the use cases of Flow. And Flow, what is so cool is they're not really, no one knows it's on blockchain, I guess, like we do, but a lot of people don't. And them being able to kind of just make it appear like any other website is really helpful, getting people across that mental hurdle of playing in the crypto space.
Yeah, well said. Yeah, it's an interesting trade-off for sure. So that's another thing too. Like, it'd be, if you own these, really nice moments, like, having that security that they could reverse it or something is great. And someone doesn't come after you for your moments or whatever.
All right, let me get this pulled up on screen. Soccer Dave sent me a statement from Roham on, I believe, some of the issues today and why they happened. So let me get this pulled up.
Yeah, Roham's the founder and a great guy.
Yeah, I've started following him on Twitter. He seems like a good dude.
Yeah, he's at RohamG, ROHAMG.
Okay, let's see here. All right, I will get this up. This was the message about what happened today. I will zoom in so people can read it. The main issue with this latest Cool Cats pack drop was two of our external vendors, Dapper's login and payment processors, rate limited us, breaking the drop halfway. We still have a good number of packs unsold and are working on a lottery drop with the goal of distributing the chance to people that were on the site today and tried to purchase over 11,000. Interestingly, the first stress test was double our previous high in terms of requests per second, and the second stress test beat them by 50% more. So we are certainly stressing the system and making great progress with the fixes.
Everyone asks for transparency and communication. I think they're not just going to react, like it goes down and the second they also do have to figure out what went wrong before they can, people expect them the second their order doesn't process to explain for themselves. I think we're giving them a little bit of a hard time.
Yeah. It was weird how the two, you could tell that what they were stress testing was different the first two times, because one was hanging up on the Dapper, one was hanging up on their thing, which is almost exactly what he described. I feel like, tell me if this would have been a smart marketing move of being like, based on the amount of packs that we have available, based on how many people we estimate to be trying to get these packs, and based on a percentage fail rate for our servers, this is the percentage likelihood you have of getting a pack. Setting realistic expectation. We have set it around a 5% chance, a 1% chance, because psychologically humans want to be primed. When you say there's a drop, our minds all go to best case scenario. So if you come out and say it is very unlikely, but you have a 1% chance, I feel like that could have helped some of the blowback.
They were using words like non-zero. I know it's not exactly what you're talking about, but I feel like I was did you expect everything to go successfully and get a pack? Like, I personally didn't. If you were newer to the platform, maybe you didn't see the misdrops before, or you haven't seen other issues. Maybe that's a case and they took your money and you feel some way, but I wasn't shocked that I did not even expect the second drop to work.
Well, and I just think I think we are coming, we've had generally pleasant experiences with the system. We have a little bit more feel for it. If you imagine the people who this is their first experience, they hear us assholes talking about it, how much fun we have, and they say, you know what? I want to be a part of that fun. And now I'm getting fucking timed out and strung along to try again in 15 minutes. I get it. I get why you're upset. And I'm just trying to balance of like, I think they're doing a good job communicating what's happening, but maybe we need to start setting more realistic expectations.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, look, it's exciting. There's a lot of people who are interested. How many people have you seen on Twitter who are like, I'm never doing this again. I'm not putting up with this bullshit. And then they're back. They're back the next day. They got their fucking claws in us, guys.
Dylan said the dopamine hit of just getting to the Dapper checkout was worth the struggle.
That's true. It is an amazing sweat every time. And then, dude, when packs were readily available, and I've been more trying to figure out ways to buy some high-end moments in the marketplace. But when you start opening packs and they're available, it's really hard to stop. I mean, it is. You pull something cool, you get that little adrenaline rush, and you pull a bunch of bad stuff. You're disappointed. You're like, you got to keep going.
I know.
That's tough.
Wow.
We need more likes because we want to see more pack opening.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. We got 206 people watching right now. I have 88 pity likes on this video. Literally, all I need is, a fourth of you watching that haven't done it to like this, and we'll get there. Come on.
You're talking about your YouTube, right?
Yeah. What else am I talking about, Pete?
I don't know, but I'm gonna put up a like.
Pete wants you to like the Flow video that we watched earlier.
Oh, we're getting some likes in there.
All right, yeah, we just got boosted to 109 from what I see.
Jack, was there something at 9:30 you were telling me about?
Yeah, I was watching it quietly in the background. So I was in this Vintage Breaks Chrome Refractor LeBron PSA 9. I think the card sells for like $25K, and I was watching it on mute. I ended up with a Peja Stojakovic, so nothing too exciting, but a cool card nonetheless. But it sounds like this guy Rob, who's like an OG of Vintage, won it. And I saw Gary V and Lefko and a bunch of people that are in cards that we know were in it. So it was cool, but I like the digital stuff better anyways.
Yeah. We got new esports fan would like to see us do a weekly pod. I don't know. That could be fun. We have Zach here saying it's a good parallel to Ultimate Team Jack, referencing that from earlier, the market functioning in a similar manner to the rabid community that hates EA with a passion, yet keeps coming back. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with that dynamic. Do people have disdain for EA Sports?
Yeah, so their big thing is like EA will not put any effort or resources or money into making the game better. So like their franchise mode in Madden's been the same for 12 years. They finally released like a new mode this year, and instead of like working on the game mechanics or like once again franchise, they like added a SpongeBob edition because they were partnering with SpongeBob so they could make more money. So people hate them, and they always say like you're paying $60 for a roster update, and then you're dumping money into the EA market and stuff like that. But they keep coming back. It really does have similar vibes.
I thought it was funny today when Dan Bach was in the streets buying Top Shots and couldn't get through because he mocked me so hard. Yeah. It's so like there's been like 25 examples of that. I like tell someone about Top Shot, and like that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's the bubble, and then like 2 hours later they're like 5K deep into freaking firing on Top Shot.
I was dying because when you guys had the first buy and we were all talking about it in the Swolecast chat, Dan was like a little hesitant, and he's like, unless I can hang these moments up and put like a virtual frame around them in my house, I'm really not interested in them. Dan was killing me. Where was my Jeff Mans? This is the best buy signal I've ever heard. Jeff Mans ranting about it being a Ponzi scheme. I'm all in.
Oh,
when the boomers are upset, it's time to buy.
Every time that guy opens his mouth, you just want to do the inverse. I mean, I need to stop talking, so I don't want to say bad things about it.
No, I will.
Yeah, Jeff has been a strong inverse signal for me, and that's been profitable.
Yeah. I was trying to preach caution today, and now I see that the serious heads are out on it. So I'm buying more. Let's see. I can't smell the digital card, Pete. That is one fun thing. Someone messaged this to me and I hadn't heard this one. You know how they're like, why would you pay X amount of money for a moment you could watch for free on YouTube? It's like, why the fuck would you pay for a piece of cardboard and you could print the image out on your laser jet printer? I mean, the arguments just don't hold up. And
I'm actually shocked at how quickly the majority is getting past that. Like the old collectors, they're always going to go tangible. They're older. They don't even get digital. But I'm shocked at how many people, like even my girlfriend who doesn't get sports, like I explained it to her and she was like, she literally said, I get it. You're an idiot. And this is the dumbest investment. But they understand because they can just grasp that concept. Like Rally, Pete, you were talking about Rally. Like people are already buying digital. Like you don't even get to touch the card. You just get a share of it. This is the exact same thing. You hold a full share now.
Of course. I went into a card shop last night because a guy's looking for like some vintage cards. I to be clear, I have like a couple cards. I have like a couple of these boxes. I've spent less than $1,000 on physical cards. And I go in there and I asked the guy if he'd heard of Top Shot, and the card owner had actually heard of Top Shot. And then he went on a big rant about why physical cards were better. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. I mean, if I had a card shop, I'd have the same.
Right.
But then what I thought would be cool, like, I'm like, dude, you can still sell your physical cards. Maybe you should get like a tablet in here and like list your moments for sale in the card shop. And like, I don't know. There's probably some way to make money. I
think that's why Jack's a good use case, because Jack was very involved in the sports card world and he saw the opportunity, saw the potential, and didn't have take lock to no, physical cards are where it's at. He was willing to be open. It seems like a lot of people are going to try to make some kind of battle about only one can win out. Like you said, I think it's like the taxi drivers versus the Uber. Like you better be willing to adapt to keep up.
Physical cards are what made me love Top Shot, because there's so many problems with the physical cards, with the shipping, with the thing, corners getting dinged, with air circulation, all that shit. Like digital, no problem. And it makes sense to me.
So like, let's flesh this out, because apparently it's still something we're wrapping our heads around. How does this differ from the Panini blockchain product? I'm not actually familiar with this. Do you guys have?
I don't know a ton, but from my understanding, one thing I do think that the moments actually versus maybe pictures, that could be a differentiator. Like I think people like seeing the video versus still photos. And then, like I said before, it just felt like there was more people interested in. There's a more defined market. In that market, I guess it looked like other physical cards. So it was like, why would I rather own that? These are like very different. Like you don't have a moving physical card. It's an actual video. I think, but I honestly, truthfully don't know enough about it. But I did not like what Panini. And then you get the rep of like Panini. It's like an older card company that's been around. They're always going to be tied to physical.
Physical cards are so yesterday. Pete, what was it? I think you mentioned it, but what was your impetus for going into the card store during a national pandemic?
During a national pandemic, yeah. With a pregnant wife, with a guy from out of town. So yeah, but a lot of risk taken by me. I did there was one guy in there who bought like a $8,000 Panini NFL pack or box, and the guy at the store was like, "Oh, you should put this on Twitter. Like, you should put this stuff and like broadcast the break." And then I says, "Like, that's pretty cool, but have you heard of NBA Top Shot?" He was actually interested in it. But yeah, I mean, I was just going in to spread the word, you know.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So the guy I was with is looking for like a 1989 or 1986 like Fleer box or something.
Yeah. Pete and I have a fun. So Pete and I didn't meet until we were online, doing content and stuff. But we both grew up within about 20 minutes from each other. We played basketball against each other, didn't realize it, pieced that together. And then on top of it, there was this brick and mortar store within a mall in Colorado called Southwest Plaza. And there was a poker store. And those of us in the early 2000s that were degenerates, we found this poker store because you could go through. It was the similar concept of like a sports card store. You just go through, you thumb through some of the, felt tables they have, the poker sets. And then on top of it, the guy who ran it would have a weekly poker tournament. And it was definitely not legal because we would all put the money in under the table and we would play a little satellite tournament, with this guy, running it. And then it would be just a bunch of high school kids. And I can't confirm it specifically, but I have an image of playing against Peter. And Peter, when I asked you, you said you definitely played at that LOLz game, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. I played it. I was addicted. All I did was go around to like comic book stores and like all these places and play poker.
We've got breaking news.
Let's get breaking news.
We're not that sharp. Booker up to 214, and every moment now. Floored at 130.
Peter Jennings is not very sharp.
So this is what happens. Let me set the stage here. When Peter wants to make a smart investment, he huddles with Bales and Levitan and Jeremy, and they buy this beautiful.
Don't put Levitan in that mix. Levitan is the biggest mitt of all time. Levitan has like $1,500 of that 35K. John Bales is like, dude, this is the best investment ever. And Levitan had to like be had his arm twisted. But I guess the lesson is just don't sell anything on Top Shot because everything just keeps going up, right?
Yeah, I trust my financial advisors and I sell the bottom in the biggest fucking bull market of all time. What is going on, Pete?
What you pulled like a 246, right?
Yeah, I still have that one. What, you want me to sell that one now too, Pete?
I'm just saying, at least you're hedged a little.
Fuck you.
Wait. And we told him not to buy Tobias when he had the opportunity at $90, and that's at 140.
Hey, I need you. I'm gonna go. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go full screen to Pete here. I need you to look me in the eye and tell me these prices will come down later this week, Pete.
I thought they would. Maybe I'm just tilting. Maybe it's my own bias because I didn't get any cool cat packs. I was just hoping they would go down.
You're getting a dopamine rush for selling my cool cat packs because you don't have any to flip.
Listen, I thought I was sharp, and I'm clearly not even close. I mean,
it's crazy though. Like, there's 5,000 of these, so the market cap on a cool cat of Rui is like. Is $500,000. like put that in perspective. If you look at market cap on these things, like Devin Booker, is that not $1 million market cap, or is my math completely off?
No, that's right.
Like, that seems outrageous to me.
Well,
like, I don't want to kill a great market, but I mean that is.
I wasn't bullish on the cool cats. Maybe I'm just extra biased.
Let's go. Everyone look at here. I will remember you.
What did I pull? I feel like I want to sell mine now.
This is also the bullshit. I saw my buddy also from the Swolecast, Mr. Tuttle05. He's been sending gifts of the shittiest cards he has. So I just received 3 gifts from Mr. Tuttle05. Alec Burks assist, and Dylan Brooks layup. Thank you, Mr. Tuttle05. For adding more moments that I need to log in my spreadsheet that I stopped updating 2 days ago because I did too many transactions that were no longer tenable to keep updating.
Oh my God, this is the best. I can't it went up. It's crazy. Dude, like, if the Rui and stuff's going up, like, shouldn't you just buy the Cosmic? Like, I mean...
Watch Pete have me sell like the bottom low. I
buy them all night.
A Rui Cosmic at the top.
Maybe I should just go in there and buy them and try to complete the challenge by buying in the marketplace.
The only time I didn't get hustled by Pete, and I was very close to getting hustled by Pete, was at the Gambling Olympics when you bet me I couldn't run a 400 in under 60 seconds. And I was really
impressive,
losing that.
How can I hustle you? It's 100% your control. You were the one who said let me make the bet.
No, I had no odds.
It was incredible. You took your shirt off. I've never seen anyone more jacked and more impressive in my life. What happened? Was that like, did you get super motivated to get jacked for the Gambling Olympics?
Maybe.
Was that the best shape you've ever been in? Did you really just want to have like hundreds in the bathtub? Like,
you want to know, you say I run good, Pete. You want to know how bad I run? You hear that a New York Times photographer is going to be at the Gambling Olympics. He gets the fucking best shape of your life. He takes these incredible photos of me, more cut up than I'll ever be. Article never comes out. Lord knows I've DM'd Devin on Instagram being like, bro, can I get these photos? I mean, they're all they're locked. in a vault. Release the man's photos from the gambling.
There's a video of you in the bathtub just looking. I mean, you were in pristine shape.
Yeah, too many of these bad boys to be there now. We gotta get back.
Can we hang for a little bit longer, like 10, 15 minutes? Is it okay if I crack here?
Jack, I know you said you had to get in your pajama set here by.
Yeah, I owe him a moment. I was thinking about what moment I need.
I'll be right back.
I gotta think about that. Booker is now up to 240. This is kind of funny.
It's hilarious, Jack. I'm having a blast. I'm having an absolute blast. You know how funny it is?
You sound like the snob because there's people out there who didn't get cool cat packs who took a $14 pack to 180. Right. So, we got to be thankful for what we get. But this is why I can't sell anything. I'm literally too nervous to turn shit that has 5x because it could 10 or 20x. I don't know.
I almost got this Rui Cosmic this morning for 4,500, and now the lowest price Cosmic for Rui, which is a higher ceiling number, is 9K.
Yeah.
I mean, the market is absolutely insane right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Mookie. Pete, we need a contrarian take on Top Shot. Go watch Blender yell at Davis about Top Shot for an hour.
Blender must hate it, right?
Yeah. I think Davis kind of convinced him a little more at the end. But yes, trust me, go scroll your Twitter. There are plenty of contrarian takes on Top Shot. I feel like I've done a good job of making some of the things, cases for the things they need to do better here. So
are there people that have gotten a pack, right? So they haven't had a bad experience and have actually tried it, who have then said, this isn't it. I don't see it. Because I think that's an interesting, person to talk to. If there's people who have actually tried it, I have friends who did breaks for physical cards and they were like, that didn't really get my blood pumping. I don't want to have the cards. I don't want to have to sell them. Do you know anyone? Have you seen anyone who's actually successfully bought a pack, been ingrained in the market, and then been like, nah, this makes no sense?
No. That's like asking someone who tries heroin afterwards if they don't want to try it again, Jack.
Malcolm Brogdon with the game-winning splash tonight. I've been accruing those for my dad. It's time to buy some Brogdons.
That's what I pulled tonight, right?
Yeah, it's time to buy some Brogdons. What can we get out there?
All right, let's go to the screen share here. Pete needs
to
give
me some metallic gold. I'm going to buy
and you're a top shotter when you have 4 tabs that are all top shot. Everyone's the same way. And you got Crypto Slam up. All you need is intangible. That's the last piece of a top shot.
Boys, how much of a gen am I that I just bought a $2,000 Malcolm Brogdon metallic gold jersey?
Did you buy the number 7 jersey number?
Yeah, I just bought it.
That's all it was.
You know who owns that?
I will tell you right now. No, I don't know.
Who'd you buy it from?
Yeah, let's see. Maybe this is what I'll give my dad for his birthday. He'll be thrilled.
Oh man,
my dad's so obsessive. I can't wait to get my dad. My dad builds out. He was a software guy, and he's just gonna build out some algorithm for Top Shot. It's gonna be the best.
Pete, I've only put thought into one showcase, and again, because I don't have much of a frame of reference, for being an NBA guy, my latent Denver Nuggets fandom has come back with my showcase, Juicy Nugs. Everyone imagine that they can hear the music at home. I'll show you what I got, Pete.
I think you can play the music if you unmute it.
You know what? You're right. Let's do this.
Why is it not showing who I bought it from anymore?
Hey, Pete, I'm trying to show you my Juicy Nugs, and you're worrying about your Bogdan.
Why does it show who you? It used to show who you bought it from.
All right, so I think this is a good. Lou Sherman said, I would say today definitely lowered my long-term excitement. I think this is kind of what we were talking about before, right?
Yeah.
Is it worth 2 weeks? And it sounds like if you kill the market for 2 weeks, then you're really going to have a drop off versus maybe I get it. But the question is, if Lou got another pack, if we gifted him one tonight, would he feel the same way?
Yeah, I saw Lou. Lou's in my Discord. He was linking people, said he was doing a fire sale. And I get people being upset. I completely get that. What is Nick? How many likes are we at? Nick says we need 19 more for a pack opening. We have 238 sickos on a Friday night. your loved ones, your significant others are upstairs watching TV by themselves. I might be speaking for a friend. I might be speaking for you. Who knows? And you guys can't like this damn video. It's all we have. All we have is Top Shot and each other, guys. Everything else is gone. Pete's wife left him. Jack's parents have left him. My wife hates me, just like the video.
That's unrelated to Top Shot, or it's related?
Oh, yeah, that had nothing to do with Top Shot. Jamie Perry, shout out. It's 3 a.m. here, and I'm watching this. What times? I'm East Coast, and it's 9:48. Where is it 3 a.m.? Is that London?
What time is it? Not. Yeah. That would probably be London.
All right.
I feel like we're at 1:45.
All right, I'm gonna go get a drink. You guys talk shit about me when I'm gone.
Did you find who bought the Brogdon?
No, I was trying to click on it and figure that out. What am I doing wrong?
So
I see the last sale. I see the top sale. I click on it. And it just says Series 1. It just shows me, the buyer. It doesn't show the seller.
Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Brogdon. It's actually insane that 2 Brogdon moments have been bought in the last 2 minutes that were not
That's what I'm talking about. See, this is what I think is cool. And what I did with that Sexton after his career high, and it flipped like 100% in 12 hours, which is probably the platform too. But like, I feel like what would be really cool is if it's like a legitimate sports stock market where it's not their performance. Like Brogdon just hit a game winner. Like
you bought it from Luya.
How do I see that?
I went to the Top Shot marketplace and
so I can only see it on the marketplace now.
I went to recent transactions. So Luya, he is number 7 out of 3632 Lakers fans. So 462 minutes. Doesn't have anything. I mean, Luka's his top moment. It looks like. What do you got? I mean, we were talking about it last night, and I actually had someone text me that they were buying up all the 69 moments. I think it's.
That's what man should have done.
Yeah.
I lowered my ask on my Joel Embiid number 69 block. I did bring it down from 69,000 to 69.69 per Jack's suggestion. So if anyone, the ultimate meme purchase, the ultimate one, Jack's goal is to sell his LeBron moment for $1 million directly to LeBron. My goal is to sell my Series 2 number 69.
Did you pull that? Did you pull that straight out of
a it was great. I was watching that live. I was so happy.
What show was that? Was that the one with LG? Pete,
yeah,
I can't even
that
remember.
Was a really good show.
LG is the best. I feel like we should continue. If you guys are still coming in and you're a little new, I did do a Top Shot 101 video with LG. Jack and I talked last night. It feels like it was a century ago. We got into a lot of specifics. If you're still trying to get acclimated, have you guys discovered any other resources for Top Shot stuff that you might want to point the people in that direction?
Crypto.
The Discord chat's really helpful.
What is it?
7.
Say that again, Pete.
MBL267. He's really helpful in the Discord chat.
That's an individual user in there?
I think he's a moderator.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with him, but Cryptoad, so Crypto ED, essentially, he's putting out some really good content on YouTube. And then Nift Collect, right? He was in our stream last night, right? What was his name?
Oh,
First Mint, right? It's Mint something.
Oh, First Mint. That's LG.
Yeah.
That's
LG. Yeah, LG's, I've seen him on Twitter. He's awesome. And did he come from DFS or Bet? How do you guys know him?
No, he was in the NFT space.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it seems like there is a market. I will, again, continue to plug LG's podcast. He dropped a new episode today. I haven't had a chance to look at it because I was refreshing Dapper all fucking afternoon. Yeah. But I will recommend it. It seems like there's interest here, guys. Maybe we got to get together for some kind of weekly podcast thing.
I'm down. The question is, how evergreen is this content? I mean, our stream last night feels like you can pick up some good stuff, but that market might have moved a lot since then, which is nuts.
Yeah. I don't know. You buying that number 23 moment, I think is pretty evergreen, especially when people go back and look at it and they're like, oh, now the asks around it are 150,000.
That's probably the best buy on the platform in the last month.
Jack, do you want to tell Pete to
I think it is.
So I do want to talk about what you guys ended up buying because we were talking about it last night. Like we bought 23 on LeBron for a meaningful moment, and you guys bought Ja. And like, to me, it reminds me a lot of what people are buying in the physical card space, which is like the rookies, and they're taking their shot. Why'd you guys, I know Bales wrote a whole thing, but do you actually think Ja's like a superstar player?
Yeah, so I was actually the biggest driver and figured like on that specific moment.
Yeah.
I thought number 1 of 1 on a true rookie, so he's going to get the rookie label too, is incredibly impactful.
Yeah.
I do think Ja has I like Ja for his career more than Zion. Okay. So, I mean, I think it's, just from that perspective, it's really good. And then the other thing I thought was really cool about that specific moment and it being a cosmic, that's Ja's best highlight of his career so far.
That's true.
So like, it was like all the things I was looking for. In hindsight, though, I mean, I think the best buys are the LeBrons right now.
Yeah. That's interesting. I get so he's a very explosive player and a great dunker, but he lands like an asshole, and it like
he could get hurt in 2 seconds. That's the part,
yeah. But
LeBron, even if he got hurt, it's still going to be great. Like, it doesn't matter.
Right. I think it's interesting you pointed out that it's like actually his best moment in the NBA as a rookie, which I think is cool. The other flip side argument would be on Zion, not as a player, but you get a misprint on him, and the rookie tag is to come. Yeah.
I mean, I think the best buys right now are Ja, Zion, and LeBron, based on they're not selling proportionally on Top Shot like they are on Top Shot. So
one person was asking me, is money just changing hands, or is it actually like new people coming in? I believe from what I've seen, it actually is new people coming in and buying up brand new moments. Like people are asking at the higher level, right? Because like if I'm just buying from you and then you buy from Pranksy, right? Like how much is the market actually growing? But I think there's been brand new people who come in and they're willing to spend.
Oh yeah, and look at Crypto Slam now. The market's back up. We're up to 2.3 million so far. 4,427 buyers. And today just poking around. I mentioned I bought some really high end cosmics, and I've been looking around at like the top moments I believe on the platform. And there's more competition than ever, and there's way more unique buyers. And we're talking with some people who have big collections. There's a lot of people trying to get in the space, and I think there's some sophisticated money coming up. Booker. All right. I don't know what I'm doing.
You're holding. That's the move. Is just hold. That's what I was telling everyone. Everyone's like, cash out, take profits.
I can't wait till I have to spend fucking $500 on a Tobias Harris.
Yeah, that's going to be the worst part.
My Cool Cat set. Tell me, I need you guys to look me in the eye and tell me these prices will come down after more drops. I need it.
Just buy all of them right now.
No,
just chase it.
Pete, that's the kind of shit I impulsively do. You're supposed to be the voice of reason. You're supposed to be the man that knows how to invest.
The voice of reason was objectively wrong. I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
I think you owe the chat. They gave you 152 likes.
Yeah. Let's open another pack because God knows we got to get even on something.
Yeah. As soon as you're tilted about something happening, you just open more packs or go buy more stuff. That's the way to go.
Pete, no, you are supposed to be the savvy guy here. I'm supposed to be the emotional tilter. No. We can't have you doing this.
I told you what my true opinion was. All
right, we're going to open a pack. I also sent the leak to our buddy David Kitchen. He might be joining us here in a second.
Please get Kitchen in here. That'll be the best.
Yeah, he said he had to go put his robe on, so Lord knows what he was wearing before that.
Is he into Top Shot or fully against it?
Oh, he's in. Think about my kind of diving head first. He fucking did a belly flop cannonball into the water. Yeah. All right, let's get this up. God, I can't believe this. All right, we're gonna open them. It's time to get even, guys. It's time to get even. I need a LaMelo, Pete. I don't have a LaMelo.
Dude, talking about selling, I sold like a lower LaMelo for 188. I've made some egregious sales. Like that Harden moment I bought is probably worth I mean, it's
Jennings,
crazy.
when you bought that, I went straight to the market and bought Harden. And then he got traded to the Nets, and I felt really good about that one. My best buy by far was I got a Kawhi Cosmic or something for like under 5K. And you can get Rui for 9K now? Like, it's nuts.
Hey, God, I
still think Kawhi's one of the lower valued, like,
it's interesting because he's in the card market. It's the same thing. He's not
as sexy of a player. But like, how about his moment? What I think would be cool. You guys saw that steal where he just rips it from De'Aaron Fox and makes a three. Like, that's like a vintage moment for him.
Yeah.
They got to start adding more options. Like
music's fine,
yeah. But I need you because Jack, you were talking about this before. Why do the packs look like a condom unwrapping? You said it was even worse before.
Yeah, I think it actually had like somewhat. I would have to check like that. I don't know if they changed it. Maybe that was in my head, but yeah, I think that's smart marketing of like, what the fuck is that?
Dude, what a jam. Coronavirus, this is how you go to the club in 2021. You pull up
Friday night.
What's up, Kitchen? We're at the club right now. Just pulling my 19th Javal McGee, trying to find a rookie. What's up, Dave Kitchen? Kitchen having technical difficulties might be the most on-brand thing. Your mic is not plugged in, Dave. We can't hear you. David Kitchen. I mean, this is honestly the most perfect thing in the world. Kitchen coming on the stream and not figuring out
explain himself, but still, the mic's not on.
Hey, guys, let me mute the music. Dave, talk to me.
Yeah, I don't know what. I guess the audio codec's not working, so you're just gonna go with my earbuds.
Okay. All right.
So,
we're getting Kitchen. What were you wearing before this, David?
Wouldn't you like to know? No, I was just wearing my normal nighttime attire. I don't want to introduce everyone to the soccer dad bod before April 1st.
Yeah. It's me doing a Top Shot stream when people are correcting my NBA pronunciations. How do I say it? Is it JaVale?
JaVale. It's all right. All right. I felt when I was looking at my LeBron break earlier, like I logged on to see, and some guy was doing an NFL thing, and I think he said Paul Paluzny for Paul, right? And he did even like a notable player even worse. So if you don't know the sport, you don't know the sport. I respect that you jumped into NBA with it. I didn't even realize, like, I figure if you're in the DFS betting world, like you would know basketball, but you really didn't know much.
Yeah. That's what makes it so interesting with, like, on the Swolecast yesterday, we said, someone said, like, figure this ish out. And Overzet just went, oh, like Ish Smith. Like, he was so proud of himself that he knew an NBA player named Ish Smith. And it was proud for us that he did know that.
I was going to say the Fantasy Labs NBA notifications are so much more exciting for me. I'm like, oh, Tyler Hero's out again? Better buy the dip on Top Shot, baby.
Well, you know what happened last night with the alerts that came out for DFS was the Kevin Porter Jr. trade. And I instantly went and bought the Series 1 rookie for KPJ and flipped it for like 2x that.
Yep.
But then I'm kind of learning the ups and downs of the market.
Me too.
Yeah. So like after the 8-hour maintenance, so Pete, I saw that CSU swindled you into selling for way too low on that one.
Yeah, I'm the fish. Hey, how'd you get into all this stuff? Tell me your
That means I now own 1% of the jaw card.
So I got in because of the Bales thing, because of the absurdity of what I thought it was. Because I was like I did this, I'm born in 84. So I'm like kind of a boomer, kind of not, was around for Pogs, was around for baseball cards, obviously a trunkload of baseball cards, starting lineups, all those like collectibles, and then they were worth nothing. And they Griffey rookies worth nothing. So I think my generation was a little more hesitant to jump back into the cards over the summer and last year when it started getting big, because we'd already gotten burned. Like growing up, we'd already gotten burned by it, and it was like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me. So it's like I was out of it. But then when this came out, I just wanted to be involved with the absurdity of it all, and so I spent $90 last week when LOLz came out with it. Because like, what is this? And what started out as a bit for me, because like the Sam Merrill rookies and stuff like that, then I got hooked. And like it's an addiction. It really is. And
Kitchen, tell people how much you're in for, because I went to go look just the other night at my Vince Carter moment. I looked at, and I'm looking through the sell history. I'm like, Kitchen has bought like 6 of these at $500 a pop.
That's so sharp though. His last shot.
No, best moment.
I almost bought his Cosmic today.
So here's the thing though. This is what I was saying, that knowing the market and not knowing, like, right after the 8-hour maintenance mode, I went and bought events for $220 and immediately sold it for $450. And then the prices just came up where the minimum price was $750. And so then I started buying everything that was $500 or more, like $500 to $550. Like those were the ranges. Well, then the market just came crashing down, where now I think it's like at $390 or $391. So I have learned that there is definitely, you can get caught up in things and then it just comes crashing down. So I have learned, like the Kevin Porter last night, after I sold those 2 or 3, I saw the price going down. I'm like, I'm out, basically with this. So it's that's the fun part to me though, is trying to predict the, like when I see Pete buying the top and selling the dip, like that inspires me to.
When you say Pete, can you add a last name to that?
Overzet. Peter Jennings is way too smart for that.
Oh my God!
He's advising, dude. The Tobias lowest ask is like 180 right now.
Fuck! Oh God!
183 for the Tobias. I mean, I'm a fish. There's just no other.
This is the thing. I'm set on this course of completing the Cool Cats Challenge. I have to trust the process. Maybe if Joel, the process, bought my 69 card for $69.60, I could actually, afford this. Actually,
before the prices skyrocket, you got to at least hedge it here, buddy. You got to get one of these other guys.
You want to advise me to sell my other booker, Pete?
No, I'm saying you got to. I mean, if you're committed to completing the challenge, you got to get. I mean,
okay,
I thought the prices would go down. I was clearly wrong.
I think prices will go down from here.
Yeah, I do too. I
know the idea of selling at the low and then buying at the high and then watching the original.
I actually think Booker has a little value right now, which is crazy to say.
I want to ask Jack a question, because you're talking about market cap, which is interesting with this, because these cards have an all or nothing quality to them, right? Where you've got 5,000. If you're holding any of these, if you're holding a duplicate of one of these Cool Cats, or you're holding 4 out of 5, when that timer hits, you're a fish, basically, right? Because like you don't get the Luka card if you've got more than 5. You don't get a Luka for every 5 that you hold.
It's just one.
Correct.
Exactly. It's what I'm saying.
Just sold his Derek Jones Cool Cap for $149 for what it's worth.
I wanted to circle back to that because someone asked in here, I don't know if I can find it anymore, someone asked a question about LOLz, and I just wanted to ask you, Pete, what has LOLz's reaction been to this Molotov cocktail he set off in this space? Because I mean, I'm sure there's some other market factors, but LOLz fucking set this thing on fire.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he's been on Top Shot 16 hours a day. I call him. He couldn't meet up with Levitan. Like, they were supposed to meet up to go play games. He thought he had COVID. Said I couldn't meet up. I call him the next morning to make sure he's okay, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't feel good at all. I feel really shitty. But dude, don't worry. I'm on Top Shot right now. I'm grinding." So he's all in, man. He's addicted.
No, I know that, but I want to know what has been his reaction to this insanity of late.
Yeah, I mean, he's kicking himself for that one email that the guy told him to check this out in August.
Is he kicking himself for talking about the purchase and stuff?
Yeah. Dude, this is the thing about investing or any of this stuff. Like, even if you have success, you always think about like what I could have done better. And like he for sure, this email like was really thorough and smart that this guy sent Bales about why I should get into this. And like, I don't know why he dismissed it, but he did.
Have you seen the LeBron, the Series 2 LeBrons?
Yeah, I sold one tonight. I've just been selling the bottom of everything tonight.
What'd you sell it for?
200, really late cereal.
No, it was like earlier today. It was 150, and that was up from like 110 yesterday. That is insane.
Well, and I think there's probably this dynamic of people who want to open packs. They can't get packs right now, so they're heading to the marketplace. They want to get premium guys, and so they're like, "Fuck it, I can't get a pack. I don't want to buy fucking Fred VanVleet, doing like a finger roll layup. Like, let me buy a LeBron dunk for $200."
It does feel like that middle portion, right? Like you have the top tier players, the rookies with them, and then it's like, does John Wall matter? Does Russell Westbrook matter? Does like anyone besides that tier one and the rookies matter? Yeah, that I think you saw in Series 1, they got bought up very quickly because they were the first series and first edition. But in Series 2, will they hold any value?
Well, see, the other card other than the LaMelo that I had a lot of was the KD card, right? Because it was a limited edition. It was his first one out. But I think there's another Durant coming out in the Series 2, which I thought would maybe drive down the price of the first KD, even though it's like the OG moment or whatever. But like that's interesting as well.
All right. I don't want to blue balls the people on the pack drop. We were one in here, and I know there's a LaMelo around the corner. So let's keep this going. Do we want the music? Do the people want the music?
What kind of question is that? Of course you want the music.
All right. Let me get the music. It's time to rock out at the club, dude. It's lit. We out here opening packs. 2021 DJ Pete on the ones and twos. Coming 8650 Otto Porter up in this bitch.
OPJ.
Chicago Bulls December 31st, 2020. From the elbow, it's Otto Porter. The Chicago Bulls went on to beat the Washington Wizards 133-130.
That's against his former team who drafted him. There you go.
Buy my Otto
revenge
Porter
game.
All right, here we go. Final pull. It's lit. Be able to tip your servers tonight. Let's go. Comment 8850. It's a dunk. It's Malik Beasley.
Oh, snap. Is he still dating Scottie Pippen's baby mama?
Who hasn't dated Larsa Pippen, David Kitchen?
Look at you knowing about Larsa Pippen.
I know pop culture, baby. All right. There's the pack drop.
Open one more pack. You gotta
Okay, we go back to the club?
One more. Kitchen's in here. It's a full-blown party.
All right. We're going back to the club, guys. I really hope I don't wake my wife up.
Oh, my kids are sleeping.
You soundproof that the room so you can get away with that late night?
It's really funny you say that because I share a wall with my neighbor. We're in like an old house that was converted into 3 condos. Yeah. And I used to do this podcast that Kitchen was a guest on when I first started doing content called the Fantasy Football Comedy Hour. And my desk was over on that side. And that was the wall we shared. And we would just do this podcast once a week. And she got mad. And she was like, I'm putting soundproofing in on her side.
All right.
So she put it in. And I was like, all right, I guess that's carte blanche to fucking have a Top Shot club party Friday at 10 p.m. All right, so here we go. I think we're about to turn this bitch up, guys. It's just so lit.
Jack, did you see the pack that I opened earlier?
No, what was it?
I had never had a pack. It was the Cool Cats pack that eventually went through.
Yeah.
It was Booker was the Cool Cat.
Yeah.
And then it was had a Zion and a Kevin Durant, a Trae Young, and a Wiggins, I think was the 5th one.
That was the best pack I've seen out of the Cool Cats. That was sick, dude.
That was ridiculous.
So are you just holding all those, or do you flip any of that stuff?
Well, see, I got the like the series 2, right? Like you mentioned like all the tabs, Jack. I had like 11 million tabs open just so I could get like the final 20 or so randos to complete series 2, and now they've got even more. But ideally, I want to just get rid of all the series 2 just so they don't clog up my feed. And I got Tuttle sending me random like Bogdanovich
shitty moments to throw up your collection.
You know what you should also sell just, before kind of the floor comes out is your Devin Booker Cool Cats. I think, things are really looking south for those bad boys.
Hey, real quick.
Yes, Pete.
Roham just tweeted.
I saw that.
Running a consumer company, you got to remind yourself the opposite of love is indifference.
That's a man who has gotten a lot of mean messages in the past 5 hours. We love you, Rohan. All right.
Dude, he impresses me more and more by the day.
You guys want to head to the club?
Let's go to the club.
Let's go to the club.
I'm waiting for the music to drop.
I'm buying everybody a shot at the club. I got
get your beers out, guys. We got to freaking rock and roll.
All right, everyone get their shot. Club's turning up here.
I've got my aha.
Good work. Good work, Soccer Dave.
Kitchen did a weight loss challenge.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't hear the music though. I think only Pete hears the music.
Wait, you're not hearing it?
No.
Oh no, we gotta fix this. I can't be turning up at the club by myself. Tell me now.
Oh yeah.
We're lit now.
All right, it's lit now, everybody. Hey, come on, guys. I'm trying to throw a fucking club banger in the coronavirus era. Cut me some technical slack. I got one track to work with, okay? So everybody just take a sip of their drink and feel the groove. Let's open a pack. Common 9299. Isaiah Roby breaks the ankles.
Is he a rookie or is he a year 2?
No, he's second year guy.
Let's see this. But this moment is from his rookie year, right?
No. It looks like he's in the stands.
Okay.
Like an empty stadium. Yeah, December 29, 20.
All right, let's reset. Let's get hype. Isaiah Roby didn't get the energy levels quite there. Here we go. 8709 jump shot.
Jalen. Yep.
Jalen had 42 tonight.
Jaylen Brown, Boston Celtics, 126-107. The DJ is losing steam for enthusiasm on these low serial numbers. I need the club on its feet for this poll. I need the club on its feet.
No.
Come on, Jack. Jack, I need you to wake up.
You're not gonna. Everyone's gonna see below my weight.
That's what we want, Jack. Let's go. Here we go.
Oh my God, it's the worst.
The club got up for Pascal Siakam layup. Oh my God. Do we have to keep pulling until we hit a good one?
That's what I'm saying. When you break, you just have to keep pulling. It's so like when you don't hit, you're like, all right, that's pass.
What kitchen?
These the release 6 is struggling just because they already retired some. Bless your heart. Can I show you my my cape that I got?
Yeah, let's see it. Super Dad?
Super Dad.
What is that? Where's that what's that from, Dave?
It's a Father's Day gift that I got from my girls.
There you go.
And they just asked me, like, can you put that on because you're so super? And then I think about the time that I was in birthing class and I was watching Pete pull a Joel Embiid number 69 and then shared it to the whole birthing class.
Yeah, will you tell us that story, Pete? Pete, are you there?
I'm here.
We want to hear the story about my podcast with LG and Davis popping up during the birthing class.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I was reading something. Dude, that was all-time embarrassing. There's like 20 couples. They're talking about like, I don't even know, C-sections or something, dude. I mean, this class is intense. I mean, they have real people who sign up to have the whole birthing process filmed. Like literally like close-ups of the baby coming out, women naked. It is all time. So the class is pretty serious. Everyone's pregnant. I'm already in trouble with Ashley a little bit.
Everyone's
trip. And I'm watching your video on my laptop and I'm in the call on my phone. And my buddy comes into the room to give me a beer. And I'm like, oh, thanks, dude. And I didn't realize it, but I unclicked the mute button on my phone. I had the video go live. And Ashley texts me, you just told the whole class about it. Everything went dead silent. It was so bad, dude. I'm the horrible husband. My wife's like a month away from delivering. I'm gone.
I know. Whenever I saw Peter get a call on his phone, I just assumed that was Ashley telling him that her water broke, and like him just being like, "Yeah, well, after the fight."
So, did Ashley think that she actually had your full undivided attention during this class?
My play was super involved early. I was answering questions. What does Coke stand for? It's like color, odor, amount. Like there's all these like key things.
What does Coke stand for? Keep going.
There's all these. There's interactive. There's the tough questions. He really likes to call on people.
What does the K stand for? What does the K stand for?
I don't remember.
Cut, quality, clarity.
I don't remember, but
hey,
Pete, I was involved. I thought I was playing it perfectly. And
what is dilation? What is like when you're dilated? What does that mean?
Oh yeah, there's the 5-1-1 or something like that, right? Like the 5 minute. I mean, there's something that's key about the. I've learned a lot, guys. I mean, set up. I mean, I'm ready to rock and roll. But yeah, the NFT moment. I mean, at least I educated some of the other couples on the opportunities. Next time I'll show up with a Top Shot, and it'll be great.
Jack just is like, what the hell did I get myself into? Spending my Friday night with 3 boomers talking about a class.
This is amazing. I'm reading text.
5-1-1 is contractions for 5 minutes apart, 1 minute long, and for 1 hour. And she says, 9 hours in. How do you not know that? Yeah,
I get every 30 minutes that says, yo, I'm in Top Shot. What am I supposed to do? It's insane. Like every person is just joining in.
So you can find this on my Medium that I've never written on. But I did create a showcase that was like beginning portfolio moments, like what you should look for. And I'm never going to do anything with it. And I think I've also sold a bunch of those, like, whatever. But I think you first like buy someone that like means a lot to you. Like mine was Luke Cornett.
All right? Kitchen, I'll bite. We're gonna pull this up.
I may have sold some already. But this is number 69, Luke Cornett.
That's good. That's good.
But my favorite player in college, because I'm a Vandy fan, the only guy I've ever messaged right before his NCAA game to tell him I was proud of him, like the ultimate boomer. Like that was the ultimate boomer moment. I didn't even care. I was just so proud of him. This is LeBron, obviously. You want to have a LeBron in your stack.
Oops, sorry.
This is LaMelo. Obviously,
you're just flaunting a 3-digit LaMelo. Get out of here with this.
Did you pull this, Dave, or buy it?
I pulled a few LaMelos and then I bought the rest. I think I have 6 or 7. But LaMelo is like the guy. I think his price. I haven't even checked tonight on his price, but I wonder how high it has gone.
It was sitting at like 250 today, 240, 250.
Yeah, Wiseman, another guy, like he has been making his way up. Another rookie. If you're going to buy anything in Series 2, it's like LeBron, KD, LaMelo, Wiseman, or Halliburton. That's who I think you should do. All right, next slide.
That's the holy grail of
KD. Yeah. So this is the KD
jersey number in Series 2 for a common is selling for $100,000 right now.
Well, they just list them for that. A bunch of people that bought the jersey numbers list them all for $100,000. I think they just want to make sure no one else gets it for right now.
What is going on right now? Tobias Harris is now selling for $200 on the Cool Cats. Peter Jennings, my lawyers will be in touch tomorrow.
All right, I'm out of the screen now.
This next one's Vince Carter. The moment. This is his last ever moment. Pete,
I love
you said this
I
was
think
your
this is
favorite
so
moment
sharp.
too.
I have the 240 of this. I love it.
240, nice.
I hate to brag, but I do have the 240 of this.
Yeah, let's see what the next one is. Oh, Garland rookie. Any Series 1 rookies. Again, Garland is like a hometown guy for me. He's in Nashville, grew up in Nashville, went to Vanderbilt. My AU teammate is his trainer in the off season. So there's a shout out to Spencer Richardson. So I own all the Garland rookies in Series 1 just because I hope he succeeds. Who's this one?
Oh, I love the shimmy.
Yeah, Series 1.
That's it. It's just that.
It's just the shimmy.
That's
I
a
kind
great-
of like it.
It's a
That is
steal.
dope,
Yeah.
but like, damn.
See, I think those moments, because to me, I've watched, a ton of moments. I haven't seen a non kind of play moment like that. That's more focused on the celebration. I feel like that's cool.
Yeah, and then this is I'm currently trying to work my way up because I don't have like CSU funds. I'm trying to work my way up to get all of the MVP moments for Giannis.
Those I can tell you when I was in the market in the beginning, they were selling for nothing. No one wanted it.
Yeah.
And now MVP, which makes sense. It's a really dope moment.
So
That
I've
was
got
one of
6 of 10 or 7 of 10. I think that those are more valuable than the Vince Carters, and the Vinces are going for more.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you can own both, they're just moving higher than the Vinces, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the portfolio. I wonder though if anything has changed since I created that, because that was 2 days ago, and that seems like forever ago, like in the world of Top Shot.
I did the video with Jack last night, and I swear it was a week ago. Like, time is just quicksand right now. Go ahead.
And some of those have gone up. But Jack, what would you say to that? Like beginning portfolio moments for someone that doesn't have like all the money in the world, but what would you change about that?
So
put on my hosting hat.
Yeah, I would agree. Like one of the first things I bought just to play around, to learn how to even function in the marketplace. Like I bought some Knicks players, like some RJ, just to like see, how it worked. Cause I figured if I'm going to spend whatever, $10 on a moment, that'll be fine to have in my collection. So I agree with the get someone you like aspect of it. I think we're maybe not as conscious. Like I've talked to a lot of people, like where even buying in at a couple $100 is a little like that's a decent investment for them, and you can't really get a ton. Like you can get a KD base, but that's like there's 7,500 or plus of that. So I think the people I've been saying to get are the tier 2 rookies in Series 2. So they don't have their rookie tags yet, which they're gonna get.
Yeah,
you have like LaMelo, who deserves to be up there, and then Wiseman, who did the two of the best rookies this year. But like Denny, who could be a superstar. Like there's so many tier 2 guys. Obi Toppin.
Talk to me about Denny, baby.
Yeah.
I bought his number 10 tonight.
Toppin's he's played 4 games and he's in New York. So he's a flashy player. So I think like for someone, I personally I'd rather take my shot on Toppin for $50 than own another KD base. Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my thinking.
Yeah, even the rookies though, Series 2 are going up. The rookie tags, like last night they said, because I felt like I needed to go to bed last night because I'm a boomer. I've got kids, they're in school. But then like Roham and Jacob and some other guys are like in the Dapper team. Like we're just because they were minting all the new cards. So they had to stay online because it's a long process because they're like 12,000 of each. So they were just answering questions in Discord. And they said like, just like their blog said that the rookie tags are coming, but it still sounds like it's lower on the priority list because of all this infrastructure and server stuff. And let me just say, dude, my thoughts go out to is it how do you say his name? Usman?
Yeah, that's been my like guy. He's helped me through a lot of stuff.
So he is like, it's like Game of Thrones. He's got his sword out or everyone's coming at him like whenever the site breaks or anything else. And he has done like he's done really well to like handle everything. But for my days at Fantasy Insiders, when I knew the site was going to break, like when it came time for if there was like a big baseball slate or whatever, it was like our site couldn't handle 100, 200 people. And so I knew once it go like every day, like this site's going to break, like we're going to have issues. It's a miserable feeling. It has to feel a little better for him knowing that like there's still some positivity, like there's still stuff coming out of it. But like eventually you have to put all the, the no negative press, or how was it? What is it?
There's no such thing as bad press.
No such thing as bad press. But there is like, you do want to make sure new customers have like a good first experience, right?
Yeah.
So there's like that line to balance.
Hey, Pete and Jack, I mean, if there was ever a moment to be like, hey, Darren, just at me, maybe it's this tweet.
Yeah. How could you not mention your tweet? Or not mention your handle?
Darren Rovell subtweeting both of the fine young gentlemen on this program right now.
I talked to Darren way too many times the day after we bought the moment, so I'm all right being left out of it. I'm just happy that there's a purchase of 71,000. It feels like you said, like time's so slow, but like when's the new market high coming? If it doesn't come tomorrow, I'm gonna feel like this thing's crashing to the ground. But like, can we expect someone to drop? Like I think 99,000 is gonna come eventually, right?
Jack, what would it take if someone comes to you right now we'll pay you $500,000 for that LeBron moment? Ooh. Are you giving the nah wave?
It's I don't have full say. Like we went in with a group, so it has to go to a vote. Knowing the people that are in it, it would be tough to refuse that. I mean, that's 10x in 48 hours, right? like you would have to be an asshole to say no. But the way I look at it would be like, it literally, so we just got an offer for $500,000 in 48 hours. Like, let's go to the playoffs and watch LeBron play in the finals. Like, I don't know.
Pete, 500,000. I guess it's a little different for the Ja. Let's go to 250,000. Are you guys snap accepting that?
Don't you have it listed for 100?
No, we don't have it listed at 100. No. We would not sell it for 100. That's for sure.
I need to hear this answer. 250. Do you think you would do it, and do you think the group would do it?
We're really bullish. Bale's, Jeremy, and I are all. I mean, we're making some moves right now, so probably not.
Jeremy, you guys are set. I want to see the camera on Adam Levitan.
Levitan has no say. Levitan has a cash register. Levitan, dude, no.
He would get so tilted.
I feel like you could go offer Levitan like a bunch of premium dog food for Jerry right now, and he'd sell his share.
Levitan's the same guy who was like $5,000 Bitcoin. It's like only a fish would buy at the top right now. Like he's constantly said like just all these boomer takes, and yeah, I mean, dude, he could have had like an equal piece, and he's like, max I can do is 1,500. I mean, come on. Levitan needs to step up.
But for him, that's that was probably a leap of faith for like a digital.
Of course, it was a leap of faith. He doesn't believe in it, but now he
digital. Yeah.
The best part was him just getting tagged in the tweet and then having to answer all the questions about it.
Oh, it's so good.
All right, should we like open one, maybe two more packs and then get out of here?
Yeah,
I mean, I would say this feels like after 2 hours, but the view count keeps rising. Like people just are obsessed with this shit. It is crazy.
You think it's because we have 2 XDK pros on the channel?
DK pros. Oh, that's hilarious. Empire Maker on Twitter said, "Grown men fighting about not getting free digital sports card on a Friday night."
I'll never forget. Empire Maker did. I'll never bet on Asian boys playing video games. That's a bridge too far. 2 months later, in every single esports DFS lobby.
Dude,
I don't believe
let's be real here for a second. Can we talk about Empire getting into the market? I'm going to give him a call and really try to sell him here at some point because that could change things.
I remember in the Bahamas for one of the DK finals, he was like glued to the Little League World Series. Like, I don't think anything is too far for him as far as getting into like any sort of gamble or putting money onto something. So, yeah, we'll see where like the big.
What do you think the next? Yeah, what do you think the next market mover is? Is it someone big like Vaynerchuk or Institute, or is it like a top tier player acknowledging the platform?
No, it's Gary V.
Because you've already got the hero. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you see Haralabob tweeting about it today?
Of course.
Yeah.
Cuban may or may not know about this platform.
I mean, Haralabob is like
that I literally said, I think I said it to someone today. I said, if you buy up a lot of Luka right now, I don't know what the regulations are with him owning a team, but they're the first team to have Bitcoin in their arena. Like that's
the intersection of Luka and Haralabob being in on the ground floor of Bitcoin. I mean, it seems like he would pay a king's ransom for an early Luka.
Yeah.
I think the questions with the NBA, why can't owners have a piece of these players?
Yeah.
Hey, Jack, you run in like the different circles than we do in our little fantasy sports circles.
I thought you were just going to say fantasy world.
Yeah, fantasy world, whatever it is. Buster Schur, I don't even know how you say his last name.
Yeah.
The Hoop Nation guy.
Yeah.
He's big into cards as well. Is he into this?
So him and Lefko and I have a text group, and so I was Lefko like got into the Ja by accident, pretty much. He was like, "Oh shit, I think I just bought Ja," because I think he's friends with Jeremy.
He's friends with Jeremy, exactly.
Yeah. So we were talking about. I kept telling them like I'm obsessed with this. They're like Buster, right? So Buster and I do a lot of social media. He's on Instagram, I'm on Snapchat, and so it would be dumb to not look into a digital thing when we're already in sports cards. So he's very much like, I got to do my own research. I got to figure it out. He's obviously monitoring the market, but he's probably having some buyer's remorse. Like, I probably should have gotten in 2 weeks ago. Now I don't want to do it, which I feel like a lot of people are doing. Lefko, same way. Like, I think he has the Morant. He may be in with them a little, but I don't know if they're like buying a lot on their own. I know AJ Vaynerchuk, he has an account. His account doesn't really have a lot going on, but that obviously means Gary's well aware. It would not shock me if Gary went in kind of anonymous, bought up a ton of stuff, and then did his thing. That would be my guess.
Because, yeah, and I would want, obviously if like Buster, you would want someone to believe in the product, and I think he would, just like he does in cards. And he's kind of following the mini Gary V path as far as like his own podcast and stuff. And I follow him on Instagram and even LinkedIn. But like if he went heavy like on Hoops Nation and all the stuff he has, like he has a lot of influence on that. So I think you guys like it's creating like a perfect storm with the social media accounts that reach the different thing and the DFS crowd, which the DFS crowd just brings a lot of money really into the space.
Yeah, it's interesting because I posted, so I have a following of like 880,000 on Snap. So when I post, it's getting over 100,000 views, and a lot of people are like, "What is this?" But they're coming to check it out. And I think, like you said, the circles you guys are running in, like you wouldn't know anything about that. And my audience is a little younger on Snap. So that's going to fund the base set. That's going to fund the Series 2, the $10 purchases, the 20, even up to 100, 200, 500. But like the DFS, the crypto NFT is what's going to drive the top of the market. But the exposure, I'm very curious. Do we know how many users there are now? Because they kept saying like 12. That was the number. Is it over 20 yet?
Well, they said 11,000 just tonight.
Yeah, see,
that's why I think the Crypto Slam site, it and the intangibles, like I think I just don't know how like up to date their data is with
That's
all
just
this.
from the marketplace. So they're not including data of people buying packs.
Right. Which is
Oh.
crazy.
That's only marketplace data. So like, when there's packs for sale, like they're doing a lot of volume in packs. That's just marketplace sales. And the other thing too to keep in mind is that there's a lot of the big transactions happen off the platform. So like things that are really expensive, unless there's like media value, like a lot of people are doing big transactions off the platform. So like the volume is significantly higher than what you're seeing on CryptoSlam.
Yeah.
Dude, I've got so many questions to ask, but I've just enjoyed diving in. Peter, you're on mute.
I'm grabbing one more beer, and we got to open a couple packs.
Yeah, get a beer. Every time I think we should wind it down, it's we get messages like this. You guys are my only friends. You can't end the stream. It's like how are we supposed to end the stream with messages like that?
But see, I saw the Mish DFS. So like the Mish comment on the pack that I opened, like, man, that's like he was jealous of it. Well, a lot of cards that I've been checking over the past 4 or 5 days, he has bought up a lot. So you're talking about this guy. I mean, this guy plays, 5-6 figures worth of contests in DFS, and you got these people bringing their money to, these cards. And then, the China angle, I still don't understand that. So Jack, explain that, because the Discord chats, they like to talk about the China angle and mythprints, and it tilts me. So sometimes I just have to turn it off.
So the belief is that the Asian culture, like they're prone to collecting art. They're like huge in Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, stuff like that. So they're obsessed with the collectible industry, and then combine that with their obsession with numbers. So they have like
88.
They're keen on those numbers. So, and then think about the NBA in China. We know that it's like huge over there. When Kobe would go over there, when any of those guys would go, they were obsessed. So this is you can't trade sports cards on eBay and send them to China. It just costs way too much money. Whereas here in the someone can own it then.
So what's the obstacle there? Like what has to happen for that to take place?
That's a good question. I would assume it's something like translation. Like I don't know what this site looks like in a different language. Credit card fees, right? So their option, you would think, would only be in Dapper to send crypto and get uploaded as Dapper credit. And then like I assume that Dapper and Top Shot would have to hire a staff who could speak Chinese and to the Asian market, something that, so I'm not as familiar with what's holding that back. I heard a lot about that, like wait till the international boom comes in the physical market, and like it hasn't come. That's a big reason why soccer took a big rise, because it was being pumped in the US and people were like, well, just wait till Spain gets involved. They're going to want to own all the Messis. So this one does feel more potential because there's no physical shipping fees, but I think we're still a little ways away.
Jack, are you more or less bullish or neutral on physical cards after all the Top Shot stuff?
I think that owning a base Prism for a guy from 2018 to 2020 is like the worst card you could possibly hold. Like what's a Colin Sexton 2019 Prism base card when we don't know how many were printed and it's physical? I think if you hold vintage will continue to appreciate because digital may come into the fray and even could potentially take over, but there will be some value to like the longevity that you held onto a Jordan card. Like you go 20 years from now on these, and that still won't even touch a Michael Jordan card. That won't even like what's LeBron's rookie card. It's 18 years old. So like even think 18 years down the line on digital. So I'm still holding some vintage stuff, but the general market, digital makes so much more sense because I don't need to hold the card. I just don't.
Let's take this question, rip open a couple more packs.
Hey, what's hilarious, just
hopefully
Jeremy doesn't mind me sharing this. I just got a message from him, a screenshot of Ravel asking him to like chat about Top Shot. And he said his last question, how deep are you in on Top Shot?
Yes. Wait,
I've got great Rovell texts. I want to see if I can scroll up to what he texted me, but he said.
By the way, just last thing on Rovell, like I know he's done some polarizing things, and like there's some downside to trying to go viral. But after working with him, I think he's genuinely a good guy. And where I wish he would just live is strictly in like stuff that he's like uber passionate about.
Yeah,
like he's a great business reporter, and he's clearly passionate about collectibles. I know he has like a deal, obviously with Action, he's promoting, not promoting, he's covering gambling. And he's getting more into it, but like I do appreciate him talking with him about collectibles. Like you can see the passion in his eyes, and that
and I thought his story was unbelievable because to be so like he's heavy physical cards. He's also like autographs on letters and stamps and dollar bills and stuff. But to pick that up so quickly and have an open mind, and then like the way he communicated it back was pretty impressive. But he did text me on January 1st. He just wrote, "Are you buying highlights?" I said yes. Yeah, I said yes, sir. I'm a believer. All serialized. I think that's a huge thing that we haven't really mentioned that. Like the scarcity is insane.
I will give Rovell a compliment. Not generally a fan. I enjoy making fun of Rovell, but his live sweat of his Northwestern future was one of the best pieces of gambling content I have ever seen.
He did it perfectly.
Riveting. I was hooked. He was calling his mom. It disrobed me of all of my cynicism. I was like, this is good. We need more of that. I loved it.
And I think he doesn't get credit the fact that he literally sold off like the moment that he should have.
Yeah, that was a good. I had no interest in that game. I'm pulling up the game. I'm listening to the guy from whatever it was, Points Better, whatever, give him his live, cash out odds. I was like, this is what we need because gambling content is so hard to do. And I was like, futures bets and cash out sweats, like that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will go and finish the Rovell
circle jerk,
like compliment circle, and just say I appreciate the role that he plays in sports.
Yeah,
because he doesn't shy away from it.
He genuinely has no shame, which I think is a positive and a negative.
Exactly. So I appreciate people that I would rather someone understand their role and play it than to try to be too cool or try to be someone that they're not. And I think that his role, people. I think we were talking about this earlier, Pete, about some other people, but like. The people that you love to hate are great because they're just pivotal. If it was just like people that were just vanilla or whatever, it would be a boring space. But as long as everyone's being semi-civil, I think like Rovell stuff is good because just like
that's
making
what
fun
makes
of him.
Him great is he's not semi-civil. Like he'll drop a murder shot right on your timeline at 7 a.m.
Yeah. All right. This is what we're going to do. We're going to open a few more packs. The club is going to absolutely turn up, and then the bouncers are going to usher everyone back out.
Right. Let me go get a beer because I want to be fully
Jack,
engaged.
are you old enough?
I'm 24. I am old enough, but I finished my beer from earlier.
Is that a Fat Tire, Jack, in New Belgium there?
It is. My family business is beer distribution, so I grew up.
Jack, send me a moment and also send me a case of beer.
Cool.
Yeah, the reason I'm a sports fan or sports business fan is we sell beer to the Ravens and the Orioles, so that's why
it's badass.
Yeah, it's fun. And
there you go, getting athletes drunk. What a business model!
Exactly.
Didn't know I was on with a Ravens fan.
Touchy subject. What a kid, man!
It made me so happy when I saw Dave and like really active in the Discord chat. That was a great.
I get all my news from the Discord chat via Dave. He's the hawk in there.
Yeah, there needs to be some sort of digest because like we need to have shifts because I can't do it. Like
I have a to-do list that's like longer than ever. Like legitimate things like setting up stuff with our HOA in the new house, like doing stuff for the baby. All these things that are like legitimately important. Taxes are coming up, and I was like. This is the one day where I don't have a ton of stuff to do. I've been on Top Shot literally since like I got home from the gym and I've just been on Top Shot.
Pete's like, let's do a stream. I mean, when are you getting 2 hours and 15 minutes of CSU's time? Well, in a Top Shot boom economy.
I will say that, Peter, you should get your stuff in now before that baby gets here, because then it's going to be.
Dude, I'm going to be sitting with our little girl, and I'm going to be on my phone. Really, I'm going to be when she's sleeping. I'm going to be focused on her, but then when she's sleeping, I'll be looking at Top Shot.
Okay, can I?
What's
give
the
him the reality? Just give him the reality.
No, you guys remember Clash of Clans? The game.
I never played it, but I saw ads for it and stuff. Yeah.
So Clash of Clans was super addictive, and I got like legit addicted to it, where I was buying all the stuff for Clash of Clans. I had separate servers for all the stuff, and this was right around the time that our second little girl was born, and so I would just figure out a way where I would hold her while playing Clash of Clans at night when she's sleeping. And I am convinced, and I haven't even told my wife this, but
you haven't told your wife a lot of things from what I've heard.
Yeah. Well, let's not talk about the Top Shot expenses.
Are you buying these on credit cards, Dave, or crypto?
No, heck no. But anyways, there is our middle child is she is very dependent. She's a daddy's girl. She's sweet. And I'm convinced that part of that has to do with how long I would hold her due to Clash of Clans, because I held her hours upon hours playing that game when she was an infant and a baby. And I think it made her into just like a big caring girl. It's a big daddy's girl. So Peter, that's what I'm predicting for you, is you're going to be on Hardcourt, right? The mobile app that's coming out, and you're going to be playing on Hardcourt.
James,
James on the stream.
I'm holding my 3-week-old baby right now and just spent $20K on conference finals.
Oh my gosh, this guy's my hero.
The next child's gonna literally be named Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Oh my God, guys. This is absolutely insane. I'm the same way. It's like all of you guys, my brain has been warped. As Kitchen knows from the Swolecast, we put a barn door here in the office, and it gets stuffy if I leave it shut for too long. Lauren came in here and she's like, it smells like a college dorm room. I have my coffee mug. I normally have this out of here by noon. It's still in here. I have empty beer mug, empty glasses. I've turned into a fucking degenerate because of Top Shot. What is happening to us?
I quit my job 2 weeks ago to do full-time what I'm doing now. And the goal was to open up more time to do content, to collaborate, to do all this stuff. I'm so unproductive. It's just refresh crypto, slam, refresh intangible, check the market. When's the next pack dropping? Discord. It's crazy. It's actually crazy.
Hey, do you think that there is a market, Jack, for third-party user interface stuff to complement the existing Top Shot stuff?
Yeah, so it's interesting you say that. I'm looking into two things. One, working with someone like Tyson Beck, who's, I don't know if you know him, he's an NBA designer. He's doing a lot of the trading cards with Donovan Mitchell, Kuzma away from Panini. Could he create me a digital frame with Kobe and LeBron and 24 and 23 and make something cool like that? Or work with an engineer to I actually think the cubes that the videos come out from, what if that was physical and then it was autoplay in the video? So I think absolutely. That's the whole point of NFTs and all this blockchain stuff, is for third parties to get involved. So I think someone's going to make money off of that for sure.
All right.
Yeah, I just wondered how big it could be, because in the DFS space, you've got touts, right? And there is tools, and there are premium services. Yeah. And it's could this market support that, a premium service where you have your own user interface, right, where you can see your basically like the intangible, except more.
Right. Totally. So especially with how much people's portfolios are going to be worth. Yeah. I would pay $100 or $50 to look at something much cleaner, much nicer, much more organized. And all-time sales are 15 million. So, I mean,
yeah, I'm trying to get like, because I'm a part of like the trends group, the Sampar trends stuff, and like they haven't mentioned this yet, but it's coming. And I'm waiting until the cards rise a little bit more where I feel comfortable until I can like put that bug in Sam's ear, because like he has like just this huge network of investors and Silicon Valley people, and I still think we're scratching the surface with this.
All right.
What is the amount? What do they say the amount of NBA fans in the world? Do they like what is the NBA market as that number?
What's the TAM? Total address,
Yeah, literally. Like, what do they say? Nah, but when they're like, there's 8 million. What would your guess be? I'm sure this is what you guys live for, is setting random ass fucking lines and guessing and seeing who can be quicker. So what is the global fandom? How many NBA fans are there?
It's a lot.
I'm just thinking of all the Yao Ming era.
I would guess like probably like 100 million. I just saw that there's 38 million fans on Facebook.
Yeah, so 38 million on Facebook. It says 400 million basketball, and there's an estimate 100. Oh, just the NBA's fan base on social media in 2018 was 150 million. Obviously, you can follow them on Twitter, Instagram, so there's crossover there. But let's say 100 million NBA fans, and there's 15, 20,000 people playing in this right now. Like, we're going to get to a point where LeBron's going to hit a buzzer beater in the finals, and that moment is going to be on the site within minutes in a new pack drop or up for auction. Like,
yeah. And they're going to, my hope is that they do more stuff with the video. Yeah. So my background is the creative side. So I'm thinking, we have seen now with the NFL in the playoff. Well, actually, I think week 16 they first introduced it. The sideline and the end zone cams, more like depth, and like if you could combine some of this and make these like special, where it's not just a YouTube clip. But see, that I think that's what people don't understand when they say it's just a YouTube clip, because then you get into collecting it, you get into challenges. The gamification totally changes things, where it's not even about like the actual moment. It's about the collecting nature of it.
Yep.
So I'm stoked.
Real quick, and this is something that really attracted this to me, or the platform to me, and something I've talked a ton about since like 2010. Going back to like college.
You were in Top Shot in 2010?
No.
Imagine how rich we'd all be.
So a guy just tweeted $1 trillion ideas, top shots that pay dividends based on performance. And the idea that I've always been into, I worked at Star Street for a year, which was originally a sports stock market.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always been my dream, like a legitimate sports stock market where you can speculate on a player based on how they do, their performance, their, how successful they are off the court, and you're rewarded if they do well, and you do poorly if they do bad. Like that coming to fruition is like, to me, still like $1 trillion, like the biggest idea and what like excites me more than anything. And I feel like Top Shot has like a real chance to be a big part of that. And maybe
that's their
like,
goal. That's what blew my mind. When I talked to them, they said that's how they think about marketing the product, as Robin Hood for sports. And when they said that, I was like, like I looked into the same stuff in 2010. Like there were sites that would pop up, obviously DFS betting, all that stuff, but there's never been a market that you can trade players in moments.
And that's what's so brilliant about it. Like you think about Bitcoin. Right now, the utility of using Bitcoin on a day-to-day basis is not there. It's a long-term store of value type of thing. With the brilliance of Top Shot is they can get to this point where they can satisfy short-term market needs, long-term market needs, big-time whales, people just coming in with $10 that want to open one pack. They can serve every part of the demographic.
The card, I've never played any like card games like this, but someone explained to me hardcore, like I'm 5, like what it could be.
My biggest draw is the is the video game aspect. Like, so right now
is that hard court or is it something else?
I would say like get all the way up to NBA 2K, like the game that's actually partnered with the NBA, right? So every year these kids put $50, $100, $200 into opening packs on the game, and they can build their ultimate team, which they then play with friends or online, and then they compete to go up leaderboards and etc. But every year a new game comes out, right? And everything they spend is worthless. What if Cosmics were 99s, Hollows were 95s? And that's what would make people use them in the video games. And I don't even think that has to be the whole thing. And then you could day trade them. And then there's a million different ways you can go with it because there's utility.
I thought about the day trade aspect, but then I also, obviously in the fantasy space, the competitive space, and go back to Pogs. Peter, did you play Pogs?
Of course, I had a Pog maker, bro.
A Pog maker.
Overzet, did you play?
Yeah.
So you would have a slammer like this man's coin that I have right here, and you would.
Oh,
Jack doesn't even know about the
I
man.
know, but I love
my
it.
My man's coin's still in my safe.
Jack,
at the bank.
Jack, if you send me a moment, I'll send you a man's coin.
There you go. This is the only physical crypto in existence, Jack.
What number do you have, dude?
59 of 69. Jack is so confused.
Who has
Jack,
the 69?
See, Jennings, that
You have the 69
69 would be the most valuable to me out of that.
Do you have the 69?
Jack, I will send you an original man's coin if you send me the Leandro Barbosa run it back moment.
Oof, that's a.
I don't think you understand, Jack, how valuable these are in this space. Like, can you see like the?
I actually do not understand. I don't even know what it is.
Jack, this is, I thought you were so sharp, and then you, come on, dude.
I'm still paying the hosting fees for this website.
Sweet.
Manscoin.biz.
There's the future, Jack. You want to see? This is how it captivated. We had in baby's mouths. Wait till he show you this one, Jack. Hang on. There we go, Jack.
Okay.
Now you get it, Jack? You get it?
Now I get the mans.
So
Anyways.
Anyways, going back to I can't believe we got there from the Pogs moment. So you would slam, you would take the slammer, and whatever Pogs overturn, you would keep. And so everyone would put in their Pogs, and you would do that.
Oh,
so
my God. What's the Pog? This kid is 24.
So it's like a circular cardboard disc. And they're a little bit smaller than this. But anyways, everyone would put in their Pogs.
So the kids actually say Poggers. Like, that's a stream term. I didn't know it was related to anything, but they'll just type out Pog. That's a thing. So
yeah, this is the Pog Federation. And you had knockoff Pogs, but whatever ones you turned over, you got to keep. So it was like it was quickly banned from all elementary schools because it's basically like gambling. Yeah. But when you talk about like the fantasy football nature, everyone loves going up against their own friends, whatever. But what if you could like take the DFS nature, put together a lineup under a certain amount, and then instead of like you getting their money, you get their cards, or you get to pick from like something like Survivor nature.
I don't know how much you're into like pack openings or breakers, but like pack wars is a very common thing. So like we would open a pack, and not who gets the most value. It's like who has the tallest player. So like you could literally pull LeBron, but if I pull, Yao Ming, run it back at some point, like you win that. I think there's so many different things you can do. I have been curious though, like how do you figure out fantasy? Because then it seems like
there is a fantasy game.
Yeah, I've tried getting into it. I didn't.
It looked too intense for me, which is saying something.
I just don't get how because theoretically everyone could have the best players, right?
Well, that's why I would say, so like what DraftKings or FanDuel does is like you have a certain salary, right? That you have it under. So this would be kind of you would assign the value, and you would say basically you can't have more than this, or you could even do.
What's a Pegasus Island? I don't know.
I was hoping you'd get the reference. I didn't get it either.
Can we do a head-to-head GPP for a man's coin?
Dude, Ashley just sent me a to-do list for what she
Read it off, Pete.
Peter's baby to-dos. Schedule and get a Tdap shot. Must get before we go to the hospital, all caps. Install car seats basis with Ashley. Appointment is Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pack hospital bag. 3 nights of PJs, 3 days of clothes, sweats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, underwear, socks, slippers, tennis shoes, toothbrush, toothpaste, shower stuff, deodorant, laptop and phone chargers, snacks, pillows and blankets.
What about your moments? Did she tell you to pack your moments?
That's what I'm
Those are
saying.
coming with them.
Of course, I'll bring my tablet.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you about how CSU ruined? Not ruined, watered down. One of my lifetime moments.
Oh, here we go. The horse game. This is
one of my favorite stories to tell. We're in Vegas playing horse with Dr. J because DraftKings brings him in. So we get to play horse with one of the all-time greats, Dr. J. Well, I'm just like, this is awesome. We get to play horse with a legend. What does CSU say? Peter's like, I want to win. All he cares about is winning. So Dr. J is like 70 years old, can't really shoot from outside. Peter's shooting NBA threes, and I'm having to match him, and Dr. J is behind me. So it's like we shortened what should have been like a 25, 30-minute horse game to like 3 minutes with Dr. J.
That's not true. It was way longer than 3 minutes. And you had some epic shots. You made that one behind the back shot. You had like off the wall. Dave's doing like legitimate fun, like really hard, cool shots. I'm just going back deeper and deeper. And Dave tells me later, he's like, yeah, Dr. J came up to me and said he can't shoot from that far.
Oh my God.
I'm just bombing threes. Oh,
like just imagine like looking up to your grandpa and then like him not being able to hit the rim from like 3-point range and like him being like paid to get embarrassed. But no, he was fun and it was an awesome moment. I wish I could buy it.
Remember that behind the back shot you did?
Yeah, it's the only time I've ever made that shot in my life.
Oh, that's sick.
Kitchen. So
my awareness was just so low. I had no clue. All I was thinking about was Dave is killing it. I gotta knock Dave out, and Dave kept making the threes. And then Dr. J would have to go back.
So Peter won the horse game. He like lifted up his hand.
Hey, look. Hey.
I've got one too. I've got one in the closet.
Yeah, well, Julius.
Yeah.
That's sick. I mean, it'd be sicker if it was a virtual jersey.
I'll sell it for a.
If you could get a Dr. J run it back moment, 1 of 1 right now, though, that's probably worth 6 figs.
All right, the club is about to turn up one more time, and then we are seriously ending it.
We gotta go. I gotta coach 2 basketball games in the morning for my daughter.
Yeah, if some hero wants to do timestamps for this show, check the previous show I did with Jack for the formatting. Send it to me, and I will give you money to buy a Cool Cats pack if you want to do timestamp.
Nice.
For this 2 hours.
Buy a Cool Cat pack.
Yeah, don't do the hourly rate on that math. All right, should the club turn up, fellas, for one last time before we all head to bed?
I'm ready to go.
All right, hang on.
You have a ton of packs just stashed away.
Well, you're telling me I have all these lame ass base set packs. You're sitting on legendaries.
We do have to figure out a way to get the entire community. Like, I would need a few more people for a Deck the Hoops live sweat.
What, Jack? How many? Because I'm hearing people, they want interest. They want a Top Shot podcast. Are we gonna? I think we need to do some kind of weekly Top Shot podcast. The people want it.
I'm down. I like talking about this stuff. That's the thing. People are always like, "How much are you getting paid for this?" Like, what? I was literally on a fucking book tour today teaching people about Top Shot. I had friends of parents reaching out, like, explain this to me and my friend. Like, it's insanity. People are loving it. I like talking about it, though.
I know someone was on Twitter earlier saying we're all getting paid. I wish I was getting fucking paid for talking about Top Shot. That sounds like a fucking dream come true. So Top Shot, if you're listening,
Bales is like, where's my affiliate link in that article? It's like gotten read by like 1 million people. You know,
dude, Bills could have made $1 million on affiliate links. From
literally,
that.
he just and here. I mean, not to throw Bales under the bus. Hopefully, he doesn't get mad. Bill says, "What would he say?" That's so funny.
Well, he started the snowball. His reward is the market going up and him having, like, what's his collection worth now?
His reward is being able to do 2,000 push-ups and having a hot girlfriend and being rich and successful. That's Bales.
Bales literally said like less than 20 minutes ago, if I had an affiliate link in that article, I would have made $1 million already.
Yeah,
do you know what his unique moments are? This is intangible, and again, this might be old. I'm guessing it's more than this. 481,000. That's what his lowest. If you market low,
that's what Intangible is saying right now.
Yeah. For Bills.
That's market lows on all of them. Yeah,
he has some new additions in his
yeah, he does. I've been tracking his because I like to see what he's buying.
Jack, you should track mine, man. I'm kind of like the canary in the coal mine for hot buys.
Are you
Soccer Dave? SOCRDAV.
Is that your username?
Isn't that the coolest thing though? Like, let's say this really explodes, right? And there become all these sharp people that are involved that are, you know, buying and selling collections. Like, you can see all their transactions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my closest friends on the platform, like, I'm rooting for him. His shit's like over $1 million.
Pranksy?
No, not Pranksy. He's a scumbag. He buys everything, sells everything, makes too much money. He's not fun. I've got a guy who sold me a LeBron moment, and like his portfolio is just blown up since then. But he's obsessed with like Bol. So like that's his guy that he's gonna collect.
I got some Bol.
Yeah. So if Bol starts playing well, that market's gonna be hot.
We got to end this stream so I can go smoke a Bol, right, David Kitchen? You
My
that?
God, when are we going to be smoking?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Remember when I showed up to that poker stream that I thought was private with the vaporizer bag? I thought it was like the OG thing.
Jack, you don't know, but I'm the dad of the group. I have to keep these guys in line.
He did the like MVC Chris Collinsworth slide in, but with a volcano vape. This is the best. All right, the club's turning up. We're opening a pack, maybe two, until we hit one kind of justifiable moment, and then we're getting the hell out of here. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. We'll be back with more Top Shot. Yeah, let's get turned up.
Like what's even going to happen in the next 24 hours? We're gonna see 99K. I feel it. I feel it in my blood.
99K on what, Jack?
A card.
No, I think he got it. I think Luka's going to be the next one to fall. Maybe a 77,777 for his jersey match. That would be cool.
They got to lift the price of 100K. I mean, things are going to start selling well over that like tomorrow.
Yeah. We don't have music. We don't have music.
Do you hear it?
Oh, now we do.
Club's about to turn up one more time. Last call. Get your honeys. Get on the dance floor. Get a shot.
You have a big bottle of tequila there, buddy.
It's got to be a recording tomorrow. But we out here turning this up for the Top Shot fam. We appreciate you guys coming out tonight. We will have 2 for 1 on Thursday night, ladies' night. Be sure to bring them all out. Let's roll here. Base set Series 2, Release 6.
What's that?
We got a comment. 8259 Jason.
Hey,
challenge card.
If you ask The Siege, this is the best player to ever play the game of basketball. It is, of course, Jason Tatum.
That's for the win.
That's for the win. People forget that this is for the win. Hit me up. I will sell you this moment for the low price of $249, a.k.a. one Devin Booker Cool Cat. All right. Let's go. We're about to click to reveal. This club is turning up. Let me get my glasses in the air tonight. We got the honeys. We got the homies. Everyone looking great. You guys looking beautiful tonight. Let's click to reveal. Here we go. 8455. It's Keldon. The thing I love about Keldon Johnson is I just read that name aloud for the first time in my goddamn life. But that's what's so beautiful about Top Shot. We're making friends. We're seeing you guys out there on the dance floor making friends tonight. I love what you're doing. Keep grinding. Keep riding that ass.
And we get one good cereal. One good
cereal. We about to turn this club up. I think we need the club on its feet. We need the club. Pete Jennings, Jack, Soccer Dave. Let's go. Let's go. Let's turn it up. Pete's got a baby list. Come on, Pete. Come on. Click to reveal.
Look at this.
Oh, okay.
DeAndre.
All right.
Okay.
Challenge card.
It is a challenge card. I might have bought this for $25 earlier in the week. It doesn't matter that I now have it. Let me help my fellow DJs. Are we doing one more?
One more.
All right, we're doing one more. The club's still getting turned up. Oh, let's go, Jack. Jack, can I get you on the DJ skills here?
Oh, I don't.
Okay.
I don't even know what a DJ is.
Jack, come on. I'm gonna help you out here. Let's go, Jack. Come on.
You're way too good at this shit for me. I'll make predictions. I think we're gonna get. We're due. We're so fucking due.
Wait.
Yeah.
Who owns our lease? He says the apartment building next door says the club's being too loud. We got to keep it down. But fuck them, man. We're turning this shit up. Let's go. Click to reveal.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Oh my God. It's another Siakam, man.
I got more Pascal Siakam than that girl back there is showing cleavage right now. This is insane. I need something other than Pascal Siakam.
Let's do a fun one. If the person guesses the last moment, you send it to them. You gift them a moment.
It sounds dangerous. It feels like I could be losing money, but I like where your head's at, Jack. Especially if you're Leandro Bosa. Here we go. Number two, Common 64483, John Collins.
The first mint. This is the first mint. This is his player. He said you should get if you're coming into the league.
That's right. That was LG. LG's putting us up on the John Collins. I am telling you, as a DJ who has a curfew, I need a sick ass poll right here because I cannot maintain this enthusiasm for 6 more straight polls. I need the club on its feet. I swear to God, this is the end. No matter what happens, can I get a fucking LaMelo Ball up in this? In the kitchen, taking off the hoodie. We got Jack, whose parents are like, why aren't you in bed? And you're so like PJs. We got CSU Ram, whose wife wants him to go pick up baby formula. But the club is up. Here we go. Click to reveal. Let's go.
Come on.
I don't want a goddamn jump shot. God damn it. God damn it.
Anyone guess Jalen? We got a Jalen Brown.
Let's open another pack, man. Let's do it.
I will not stop until I get
Give Johnny some love. Post a comment and guess Jalen Brown. That's love.
Who hit Jalen Brown?
Johnny.
Where's Johnny? I can't find these people.
I know.
All right, this is the deal, guys. This is the deal. I want to make an agreement with you guys. We're going to keep doing packs, but the second I get a card that I'm legitimately excited about, I am ending the stream. There will be no outro. There will be no pleasantries. Follow CSU Ram 88. Follow Jack Settleman. Follow Soccer Dave. We are going out on a walk-off poll. All right, that's what we're doing here.
Are you going to announce who those players are?
What's that?
Are you
No, CSU, don't leave. I'm trying to end this shit.
Are you going to say who qualifies as what gets you excited? Because I just saw you very excited about your third Pascal Siakam.
No, I am manufacturing excitement.
No, LaMelo, KD, LeBron, any rookie worth their salt.
Anything. We are shutting this down. My favorite NBA player is Pete Martingale. We are martingaling these packs right now. Oh my God, Pete.
Pete
all right.
Martingale. That's perfect.
If I burn through all of my packs and get nothing but a fucking Fred VanVleet finger roll, I will be tilted. Peter, summon this energy. Summon this energy. We are going to the club one more time.
You think they'll add new soundtracks?
They better.
Like they need to.
This is like the when we would watch NBA TV and like the soundtrack would come on after the games, and it would just get stuck in your head, man.
All right, here we go. Club, I know we said last call. We just heard from the state. They said we could stay open a little bit longer. I need everybody to turn up.
You got a pardon?
He's turning to the tequila again.
Oh my god.
Get your tequila.
I thought he was drinking water the whole night.
This goes so bad.
Man, you know what really cures a hangover? A nice joint and some Top Shot moments.
Oh man, we are gonna smoke a bull after this, Pete. Let me tell you. Let's go. Everybody turn up. We're martingale this shit. Let's go.
Come on, baby. Come on.
I am sick.
Wiseman?
That's a dope moment.
It's a dope moment, but it's not a moment I can end this show on, Jack.
You don't know who Kelly Oubre is, do you?
He looks great. He plays for the Warriors, but it's the new era of the Warriors.
So the kids love him. They call him Wave Poppy. They think he's really hot, really sexy. I'm telling you, this is the guy to buy for the next gen. Kelly Oubre, even though he's not very good.
We got Carlini on Twitter saying Peter Overzet is somehow hyping opening 10+ Series 2 base, and I am opening it at 4 a.m. I don't even like basketballs. Me either, buddy, but the club. Let's go. Here we go. Common. I'm sick of these common moments. How many John Collins? How many do I need? He's trolling me. John Collins is trolling me. We will be here all night. There is no curfew until I pull something good. Just feel this beat, though.
The
I feel
good thing is you can run out of packs eventually.
Theoretically, but I'm on the Top Shot payroll, and they'll just magically put more in my account. Let's go.
Come on.
Come on.
Pascal.
Your boy.
Who's the one guy?
Step back three.
I don't want Fred VanVleet.
You can't even buy a good cereal.
What the hell? You know what? I'm about to get up in Roham's mentions. Be like, what is this product, dude?
One of my favorite theories is that the social influencers are the ones that are getting the packs and getting all the good cards. This is debunking that lie.
Give me something good to open on my stream.
I feel good about this a lot. I feel really good.
This is what I get for preaching. I want Top Shop to set, realistic expectations for people. We're setting them. Setting them. Let's go. Hey, I just want to say all you guys out there are looking so fly tonight. I see you out there in your ropes. Look at you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Wait a second. Is that Jack Settleman from Snapchat out there tonight? Oh my goodness.
Over a million followers. We got a guy with over 1 million followers. A guy with over $1 million.
Oh my. Is that CSU Remedy? Is he about to be a father and he's still out here grinding at the club on a Friday night? Oh shit, he's so speechless. Let's click to reveal. It's almost like a baby reveal. Are you having a boy? Are you having a girl? Are you getting a Fred VanVleet? Are you getting a LaMelo? Let's go.
I'm feeling a rookie.
Oh my god.
Joel Embiid. It's so close to a walk-off, but not close enough.
Why is every Series 2 moment against the Knicks?
That's your Knicks. We must keep energy up. I can't handle it.
By the way, that's like the worst Embiid moment ever. Like a baby shut off the back.
Bro, don't harsh my mellow, dude. The club is getting lit. Here we go.
I'm going to top 100 cereal.
One time. I love this moment.
Yeah.
This is the one. Yeah.
I gifted you this.
Human intersect. I absolutely cannot keep drinking like this weekly. Yeah. I mean, I need a threshold, guys. What can we shut down the club with? Should I have shut it down after Jokic?
Ashley just said these moments are so dumb.
Ashley would be great on this show right now.
God damn it! I don't need another layup.
Oh, is this a misprint? Is this a misprint?
I'll take anything. Oh my God. Can we do this? I'm going to burn through all my packs chasing the dragon. Whatever. The club cannot stop. We only have 4 packs.
There is a Marcus Smart miss, Brett. I'm not sure if that was it. I think it's an assist, though. I forget what it was.
Oh my God. Pete, do I need to make lineups tomorrow? There's not fucking football tomorrow.
No football.
Come on. Pete, can we get Ashley on the stream?
She's on Twitter text. She said there's nothing exciting. Just B players hitting jump shots.
Ashley, I'm trying to get hype on a Friday. Please give me something. Here we go. The club's going up.
Handles.
Bradley Beal. No one can get excited. 6,700 out of 12,000. Tonight, folks, we are setting realistic expectations. When we turn on these lights, you are going to look around and everyone you thought was super attractive is no longer going to appear attractive when the lights are on. She looks good from afar, but she's far from good. I apologize for saying that. We are going to click to reveal. Oh, I have more Mitchell Robinson. Who the fuck is Mitchell Robinson? I am letting everyone know I am not burning every pack. I am walking off on this card. I appreciate you guys for coming out to the club tonight. Please chip your servers. This has been a wonderful time. 8768, DeMar DeRozan. See you guys.